Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
Hello, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning. This is the Morning Woodward Show. My name is Stick, and to my right this morning...
Yo, what up, though? It's Corey.
And to my left this morning...
Shout out to everybody in Plymouth. It's Joey. Good morning.
Yeah, what are you wearing?
I don't know. I went to a high school game a couple years ago, and they gave me this dad-looking. I look like a coach.
It's sweet. It looks like you got a vest on and a polo, but it's it's all built like that. Huh?
Yep. Call me Coach today.
All right, Coach Joey in the building, and then of course we have Alex in production land, Fish making sure we sound good in the audio booth, and we have Jeff and Paige here. Jeff has his What's Trending with Jeff coming up with Joey's news as well as with Paige, because Paige is going to add to our news stories today. And lots of stuff to talk about over the weekend. I mean, probably the biggest story over the weekend was the floods. They're still dealing with the floods. 94 is still shut down in some areas, so if you're trying to get to work this morning, that ain't going to work unless you got a jet ski, which we saw people with jet skis. We also got to qualify you at 9 a.m. for our Kick for Crypto contest. That's your chance to qualify to get into the finals so you could win $25,000 just by kicking a football into the back of our Zot Jeep. That's all you got to do, and it's that easy. But first, let's get into some sports talk, baby. Last night, Hawks versus Bucks. I mean, Friday night, Adam and I went down to the Motor City Casino. We wanted to go down there and check out some games and check out the sports book. And, you know, we're looking for somebody to do a gambling show, so we want to find some awesome degenerate down there that knows what the hell he's doing and was into the game. The Bucks were winning by 40 points. Like, nobody gave a damn about the game on Friday night. But then comes last night. They returned to Atlanta. Trae Young is playing well through three quarters. I mean, it looked like the Hawks were going to be in control of the game. Giannis was having an all-right game, but then Trae Young steps on the ankle of the referee, twists his own ankle, and after that, it just really wasn't a game anymore.
Man, it was pretty bad for them. I mean, up to that point, Trae Young was on fire. But I will say this. After Trae Young did that shimmy, and, you know, in the first game, he's been ice cold. You know, he's been going fire. But the rest of his teammates, they've been going ice cold in a bad way. And
yeah, he had another shimmy, too.
Here it is right here. He steps back and he steps right on the ref's foot.
Man, that's got to feel horrible.
Look at this twinge. Eek. Oh.
And he's getting the MRI this morning. He's saying that he'll be good to play, but I don't know.
And that was right after a big third quarter. He had two. He's had 15 in the third. I believe he had 14 in the first as well. He played good in the odd numbers, but it was those even numbers that kind of threw him off as far as the quarters go.
Yeah, I mean, the Hawks only put up 17 points in the fourth quarter.
And Middleton
outscored him by himself with 20 points in the fourth.
Middleton played out of his damn mind last night. And it's crazy with Middleton how he is just a ghost one game and he is just an all-star the other games.
He's the most interesting player in the playoffs. He'll have a dud game, he'll have an okay game, and then he'll bust out with a game like last night. 38 points, 11 rebounds, 7 dimes. Like I said, 20 points in the fourth quarter, 4 for 6 from beyond the arc. He is the first person with the Bucks to achieve that feat in the last 25 postseason for their franchise.
What's the feat on that? Just the
going with the whole 30 and 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
Well, he hit 3 threes in a row last night.
Hold on, not the 30 and the 10. They're scoring the 20 in the fourth. 20 in the fourth quarter.
I mean, that was impressive, especially when you hear the Hawks only dropping 14.
Yeah,
you know something was wrong, and obviously there was something wrong with Trae.
Yeah, to me, that's the biggest deal moving forward. If Trae Young's ankle can't recover, they have no shot. He is literally the only thing the Hawks have.
I just want to see what my friends are going to say right now because
shimmy.
Because the whole, you know, a lot of them are LeBron fanboys, so they took this time to go ahead and take a shot at Kyrie unfairly. They said, has Trae Young already proven that he's a better leader than Kyrie Irving? And I'm like, come on, let's not even compare the teams that Kyrie Irving had with the one that Trae Young had. Even though Trae Young really doesn't have anybody else besides himself, that Cavs team Kyrie had was even worse. But man, I don't know what to say about Trey right now. If he's even 60%, I still think that's better than anybody they got on their team. But if he's not out there, might as well just go ahead and go home, everybody. This is gonna be a quick
I thought this was going to be a sweep anyways. I was shocked when the Hawks got game one. Like, game two was exactly what I thought this series was going to be. Like, and then I literally said that, man, they're going to win by 40. And what happened in game two? They damn near won by 40. They were at least up by 40. And then, you know, you go take home court advantage back in Atlanta. This series is over. It's over.
It's so funny because Corey and I both called that first win.
Yep.
And we were like, for some reason, we just got that feeling. But the rest of the series, Bucks.
Yeah.
All the way. And it's literally panning out that way.
Yeah. No, to me, this series is over. Like, Charles Barkley guarantee over.
Man, he did. Hey, he called this one, though. He did call the Bucks on this one.
He did call the Bucks, but he said Bucks and 4, didn't he?
He said Bucks and 4. I said Bucks and 5.
Yeah, there's no. I honestly, I cannot see in what realm the Hawks are going to win another game. And I was watching the game last night. My mom's still in town, obviously Phoenix Suns fan, and I was telling her, I'm like, man, y'all don't want to play Milwaukee. Like that's the one team. She's like, why? I'm like, that guy right there, number 34, unstoppable. Nobody left in the playoffs has a chance to guard him. Period.
Giannis has the quietest 30 and 10 games I've ever seen. It's kind of like he does it so effortlessly.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm just going to get a 30.
It's because you expect it out of him.
Yeah.
But the way he does it isn't in that aggressive way. He's just dropping buckets.
Well, one thing that I loved from last night, did you guys see who performed at halftime?
Dude,
no.
Amazing.
You didn't see this? Corey, you'll appreciate this. You can play with the sound on too, Alex. You'll appreciate this. Imagine if this, imagine if this was at the, I was going to say the Palace, but at LCA during an Eastern Conference Finals and these guys come out.
Wow.
Crime Mob, Nuck if you buck at halftime, baby. They were just asking for fights in Atlanta. Like they were just trying.
I'm going to let you know right now. Some of you guys may be, I know everybody here is probably not even born when this happened, but I said you two guys, but Nuck if you buck at St. Andrews was an instant fight on Friday night.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It still is. You can drop that at any club, anywhere, at any time. Nuck if you buck comes on, and guess what? Bottles are getting thrown. It's just what happens. So I was like, damn.
But for the Hawks to do that, playing the Bucks, and then to lose to the Bucks, I think is just amazing.
Oh, I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
Nuck if you buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't right.
Point. That's like the funny part to it is you're gonna bring Crime Mob out there and then all of a sudden take that L. Man.
The Bucks are now up 2-1. Obviously, the next game is tomorrow night, and we're going to find out if Trae Young is going to be healthy enough to play in that game. Like I said, without Trae Young, this series is over. With Trae Young, this series is over. It's really just, are they going to lose by 30 or are they going to lose by 5? I mean, that's really all we're debating right now.
If we're being honest, the Hawks have been playing with house money ever since they got past the first round. I think they've been playing with house money. So the fact that they even got one game out the series, they should give themselves a pat on the back for that. I believe they're going to be going home in 5, and we can just go ahead and prepare for basically what I think is about to be a Bucks Suns final.
And truthfully, when you see Trae out of the lineup, I mean, this is probably out of all the teams in this playoffs, the one person that you cannot take away from a team.
Right.
The most impact.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw you take Chris Paul off the Suns. They're still a decent team. We saw you take Kawhi off the Clippers. They're still okay. They're not great, but, you know, Paul George has become a better player. You take Giannis off the Bucks, they're going to be trash.
Yeah, Giannis definitely.
But, yeah, you take Trae off the Hawks, and they literally have nothing left. Nothing left.
But you know what? Even though they're going to go ahead and take this quick exit, well, I don't even say quick exit. They're about to take this quick exit in this series. You got to give Nate McMillan some props for how he's coached this team. When he took over, they were 14-20. 14-20. He just got fired last season by the Indiana Pacers when he coached an injury-riddled roster. Now here he is with Trae Young, Lou Williams, and a bunch of misfits, and they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. So you should expect him to get some type of coaching extension with the Hawks in the offseason.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
If they don't extend Nate McMillan, they're dumb as hell.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, what else do you need to see out of somebody?
Just give him some more. Well, he's proven that, hey, just give him a little bit more help. Maybe they can go a little bit further. But to go this far with Trey and a bunch of misfits, gotta give him a contract.
If they were just to make the playoffs and get knocked out in the first round like they should have by the 4th seed, then fine. Okay, you did your job. You got us to the playoffs, but you're not the guy to take us there. But to get this team to the Eastern Conference Finals, and not only that, win an away game. Hats off to Nate McMillan, man. What an incredible job he's done this season. And, yeah, they should up him today.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for, but you need to up that guy. It should have
been done as soon as they made the Eastern Conference Finals.
1,000,000%. Like, they need to just open up the checkbook. Whatever you need, Nate. Thank you for your time. Let's do this forever. Like, I would lock him up forever. So, yeah, we'll find out who takes if they can tie the series up, if the Hawks can tomorrow, or if the Bucks are going to just take a commanding control of this game, or this series at 3-1. Like I said, I think it's over, but we're going to find out. And we got to give a shout-out to our people at Coast Portland. You saw, if you watched yesterday, we did our camping thing, Joey.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Corey, we missed you, man. But it was a lot of fun to recap our camping trip up north in Petoskey, and that was just day 1. Day 2 is coming in a couple weeks, and that's when the fun really takes over. But Coast Portland, you saw them in the video. I was using the machete to roast marshmallows. I got this little bad boy on me at all times. Joey used it the other day to open some boxes, so it was nice to be like, hey, you need a knife, Joey? I got you. And it's all because of Coast. And if you want to get 20% off your order, make sure you do it right now. Go to coastportland.com, enter promo code WSN20 for that 20% off.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand.
Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning. Whether you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or Twitch, we appreciate it. And don't forget to download that app so you can take us with you anywhere that you go. It's real simple. You download the app, and there's one button. You press play, and it's on. You don't have to search through a bunch of crap. You just get what you want, Detroit Sports Talk, right to your phone. So make sure you download the app today in Apple or Google Play stores. We got a game tonight. Could be a series clinching game tonight. The Suns are up 3-1 against the Clippers. They look dominant. Chris Paul got back to his form over the weekend, and to me, it's going to take a large feat for the Clippers to try to win this game. But all that, look at this move right here. Whoop. The and one mixtape out there with Chris Paul. When he gets to that elbow, man, you got to stop that drive, but I don't know how you do it. It's impossible to stop it. One guy who believes, though, Ty Lue, says that coming back from 3-1 is doable. Here's what he has to say.
Just got to take it one game at a time. Just focus on Monday's game. That's it. Not focus on winning 3 games. Got to take it one game at a time. And that's got to be our mindset. You know, we beat Utah with number 1 in the West 4 games in a row. So it's very doable. You know, we just got to make sure we're locked in, understand what we're trying to do offensively. I think we got to be a lot better offensively to beat this team.
He says it's doable. Corey, you think it's doable?
You know what? I do think it's doable. Whether they're going to be the ones to do it, I'm not so sure about that. I still think this is going to be over maybe 5 or 6. Don't think it's going to go 7. My gut is telling me there's going to be 5 games. Like this is going to be it. They're going to go ahead and get knocked out. But it's so hard to close out an opponent. And you got to give Ty Lue credit for one thing. He has been the king of adjustments the entire playoffs. So when he says that, you know, he thinks that tonight is doable, I'm going to at least give him that much respect. So probably by the end of you guys done making your takes, I'm going to kind of figure out where I feel on this one. But I would say this, if Reggie Jackson, and if you're counting on Reggie Jackson to be your number 2 man, it's only going to go so far. And it's no disrespect to him. It's just like it's a big load it's a big load for him to carry, especially when the other guys are not playing that well. I mean, what is Marcus Morris doing with the 22 minutes he was out there 2 for 8? Can't have that. But I hate to say this, he's back.
Uh-oh.
Pandemic P is back, man. Oh my God, 5 for 20.
He had a nice run.
He had a nice run.
It was way longer than we had ever thought.
There's a thing called the law of averages, and it's there for a reason. He can have those explosive games, but Paul George is going to come back to earth. Joey, do you think it's doable?
I mean, I definitely think it's doable. I mean, the argument is if the Clippers is the team to do it. I mean, they win tonight, then it's a 3-2 series. That's totally manageable at that point. But my biggest thing is when you look at the team itself and Reggie Jackson really being that second scorer on this team, I mean, you look at every single game, though, they have been close outside of Game 3. So it's totally doable. I don't know if Clippers are going to be the ones to pull it off, but today I don't think the series is over. They're going to extend it a little bit, but then it's going to be over.
Yeah, I think this series is curtains as well, man. Like
Tonight?
I think we could already write in who's going to be in the NBA championship. It's going to be the Bucks versus the Suns. Tonight, the Suns are just going to – I mean, they're at home. They're going to seal it up at home in a Game 5 situation. The crowd's going to be going insane. Suns and 4 guy is going to be there beating the shit out of people. Like this
so
is
he
just
has tickets for the whole series now?
Huh?
Does he have tickets for the rest of every game?
He should have tickets for the rest of his life.
He should.
Like I don't care where you sit this guy. You need his energy and you need this guy. Even if you make him a security guard.
I said last week.
Dancing Usher.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I said last week, even though the Suns had to release that statement that they do not condone violence, whatever, I believe that I'm under the impression that they should have given him tickets for the home and the away games for the rest of the playoffs, and then discuss being a home tickets next season. I mean, this guy has literally been their quote unquote mascot.
Right.
He's and the fans are rallying around it. So hey, right until the wheels fall off. Now that you guys have both made your takes, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's hard to close out an opponent, to close out an opponent for a series, but to lose a Game 5 closeout game at home with a chance to go to the NBA Finals, I think that tonight we're gonna see Chris Paul play the game of his life. He's never been closer to an NBA Finals. That's the one thing that he's been missing for his whole career is a ring. I think we're going to see Chris Paul play the game of his life. You know what? I'm going to go and predict his stat line. I'm thinking he's going to have somewhere around 25-plus points, 10 rebounds, and a couple of steals.
10 rebounds?
Yeah,
not rebounds,
assists.
I was going to go 30 and 10, too. 30 and 10. I think he's going to take over the game, like you said. He's going to will his way to this NBA championship. And honestly, I'm curious, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, because obviously the conference finals are still going on. But I'm really interested in watching a Suns-Milwaukee matchup. Like, I want to see Ayton match up with Giannis. I want to see the point guards match up. I want to see Middleton guard Booker. Like, I think the matchups are really intriguing for that final, if we get that. I'm assuming we're going to get that.
We're getting that.
You think so?
We're getting that.
I hope we get that, because wouldn't that be something if just next week, so it's the Clippers and the Hawks.
Oh, my God. I just don't want any LA team. I'm done with LA teams, period. Like, Clippers suck. Lakers suck. LA, California, y'all suck. Y'all keep your teams on the West Coast. We don't need them in the finals every damn year. Because I feel like if it wasn't Golden State, it was LA.
Staples Center gets too much love.
It's just California in general.
It
like,
really
you suck
does.
as a state. Get out of here. We're done
Honestly,
with you.
get rid of that state entirely. I'll be happy.
One thing that I did love seeing, though, is Suns fans traveling. And did you see how loud they were at the away game for at Staples Center? Like, they pretty much took it over. Listen to these guys. Like, that's after.
Was that Chris Paul walking out?
Chris Paul and Ayton.
I mean, it's Chris Paul, man. Like, I don't care if you hate the Suns, whatever it is. You got to be rooting for Chris Paul to get this first ring.
I don't know how anybody can hate Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what?
Are you a Chris Paul hater? Closet Chris Paul hater?
I'm gonna be honest. At a stretch, I was. And the stretch came when he became a Clipper. because I just can't stand the Clippers. And it's also, I hate to speak ill on the dead, but I blame David Stern for my Chris Paul hate because of damn basketball reasons. I'm a Laker fan. He was supposed to be an effing Laker. It was supposed to be Chris Paul and Kobe, but then Dan Gilbert went and cried to the NBA about the Lakers being able to form a big three and avoid the luxury tax. Thus, the Chris Paul trade got vetoed, and he ended up going to the Clippers on an even worse trade, which...
So why are you mad at Chris Paul, though?
Because
he had nothing to do with that.
I know, but like I said, he just became a Clipper, and I started seeing the Clippers. So he was it's misguided. Yes, it is, but I just hate the Clippers so much for that, and I ended up hating Chris Paul. But I will say this. You hear the whispers about DeAndre Jordan, Blake Griffin, other teammates not liking Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton said it's the best thing that ever happened to his career. I love CP. Here's what he said. I love CP3. Like I said, that's really the only teammate that really pushed me, like big bro type push, knowing what I got and that I ain't never thought I had that. I think he was the best thing that happened to my career. I can say that every day. Just is really a dude who pays attention to detail. It's not how you say it, it's what he's saying. I never know a guy who cares so much about basketball and competing at everything, and it's contagious, and that's what he built in me as well. And just having him as a teammate and the experience that he's went through and teaching me the little things has helped me, and it's working.
That alley-oop, man.
Man, Chris Paul makes it look easy.
Dude, he does.
Chris Paul, man. And you know what's funny, too, is you always have these NBA discussions of who's the best point guard, who's the best shooting guard, and then it always comes down to rings. You can never have that argument with Chris Paul. Like, that's the only player that, although he doesn't have a ring, he's still going down as one of the all-time greats.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't get a ring, though, it's going to be the John Stockton, that's just it. That's who you're going to compare him to long-term in the NBA. Like, one of the great point guards who couldn't get it done and get those championships. How old, who?
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul? 36, I believe.
36 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been in the league a while.
Man.
Dude has been balling for a long time.
He's got to get it.
He's gonna. I believe that if they get to the finals, which we pretty much believe they will, Chris Paul's going to get it.
Yeah, well, we'll find out tonight if they're getting to the finals. It's awesome. I love closeout games. Like you said, the team that's about to get closed out always fights and claws because literally their season could end tonight. Everything they've done, preseason, regular season, getting through rounds of playoffs, coming back 0-2 in the previous series, could be all for nothing tonight.
Also, one thing, could this be the last time we see Kawhi Leonard in a Clippers press box? Because remember, he can opt out of his contract this offseason and go somewhere else.
God, man, and the Clippers are so screwed.
That team,
because they're locked in with Paul George for the next 5 years, and this could be the last sighting we see of Kawhi with the Clippers.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a team going from conference finals to nothing? It's going to be that next season.
Dude, if Kawhi does that, he literally screwed the Clippers franchise so hard.
I think he screwed the Clippers.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Thank you, Kawhi.
I think he did that to begin with.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's why I think the Lakers, I don't want to go on them, but I think that's why the Lakers won last year because of how Kawhi did free agency. He held up free agency, preventing all of those other teams from being able to sign the top free agents, and then he went and masterminded his way to the Clippers, and they didn't do too much of nothing so far.
Nope. And if they don't get this and Kawhi leaves, where the hell does Kawhi go though from here? That's the question.
I've heard whispers about Portland? Him going to Miami.
Miami? Okay.
I can see it.
I don't love that, though. Jimmy Butler would be a good defensive combo.
The thing about it is, I don't know who would sell out for Kawhi with the guy who, continues to have these injuries, these mishaps come up, and then he continues to just plays when he wants to play, basically.
Philly can take him.
Oh, that'd be nasty.
Get rid of Ben Simmons. Send him out to the Clippers, and
we know Ben's gone.
No, they said they're going to stick with him.
Ben's got to be gone.
They said they're going to stick with him.
They got to say that, but if the right move comes along.
I mean, they don't got to say it right after they got eliminated. Doc Rivers was like, I don't know if he's my point guard. I don't know if he could ever win a championship.
I'll tell you this much: if the Clippers don't want to lose Kawhi Leonard for anything, I could see a scenario where there's a Kawhi Leonard, Ben Simmons swap, because you don't want to lose Kawhi for nothing.
Nothing, right.
So,
and Ben Simmons is pretty damn close to nothing, but at least you're getting a body.
Yeah.
You know, a defensive body. So, yeah, we'll give Ben Simmons the credit on defense. Like,
Yeah.
I'll never knock the guy on defense. But offense, my God, I was watching, I was scrolling through Twitter, and someone was posting his pregame warm-ups, and he was literally shooting from the block, where you're just supposed to hit off the backboard and knock it in. He hit like 1 of 8, unguarded. Dude is just bad. So we'll find out tonight what happens with the Suns and the Clippers. Will the Suns be moving on to the NBA Finals? Wow, that's crazy to say for Phoenix, too. Like, when's the last time they were in the NBA Finals?
1993.
Wow.
Whew.
Bulls, Suns.
That did not go well either.
No, it didn't.
It did not go well. So, yeah, Suns, good luck to you tonight. We'll find out if you can close out your series. And another big thing that we got happening, Levels. I met with them on Friday. This is their T-shirt. Isn't this a nice T-shirt that they gave me?
Oh, man.
That's their logo, Levels logo right
Clean.
there.
You see those on the billboards.
Yeah, that's all on the billboards. Their grand opening in Centerline is coming. July 23rd is the official date. We will be out there broadcasting live during our morning show. They're going to have food trucks for you to experience. They're going to have some local artists out there, some big giveaways, other big things happening going on July 23rd. So put that in your calendar right now. Make sure you're going to be at Levels in Centerline, because it's going to be their grand opening, and they are blowing this thing. That's why it's taken so long to get this off the ground, because they want to make this the biggest grand opening ever, and it's going to be July 23rd. So make sure you put that in your calendar. Centerline Levels. We'll see you there.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
Clippers assistant coach. You guys heard of this man by the name of Chauncey Billups?
No, I've heard of Chauncey Billups. Never heard of Chauncey Billups, though.
Man, exciting news here. Agreeing to a 5-year deal to become the new coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. Chauncey Billups.
Huge.
I'm happy for him. I think that is a really good look, but I really do not like the situation he's coming into, because as that was being reported, Yahoo Sports NBA senior writer Chris Haynes is reporting that Damian Lillard not too happy with how the way things are going, not too happy with the way the coaching search went, and he may ask out. So kind of messed up for. I love Chauncey. He's getting that chance, but to have to walk in there and now have to deal with the Damian Lillard who could be requesting him to get out of there, it's kind of like one of those. It's a great moment, then boom, you get sandbagged by a sucky situation.
You know, I really don't want Dame to make me hate him, but shit like this is gonna make me hate him, because I love Dame. I love his game. I love his attitude. I love his swag. I love what he does for the city. But when you can't respect Chauncey Billups as your coach, as a point guard, and you're trying to be one of the best point guards of all time, you're showing to me that you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Just bottom line, like who do you want to play for then? Somebody that's just going to not coach you? Somebody that's going to let you just do whatever the hell you want to do? Like, maybe that's part of the problem why you guys haven't been able to get past anybody in the Western Conference. So to, like, knock a Chauncey Billups, I don't care personal stuff. This is business, baby. That's one of the best point guards of all time. Finals MVP, and you're going to knock him coming to coach you? Like, what is his bitch about Chauncey Billups?
I don't even know if it's really about Chauncey Billups. Like, it could just be about the way that, you know, a lot of the times these GMs and these owners promise players are going to be involved in certain processes and certain things that are going to go on. And I'm just reading what the tea leaves are saying. Apparently that was not the case with this go around. So who knows if the reports are true? You know, sometimes this stuff kind of comes out and it comes out being false. Only time will tell if this is true, but that's just what's out there.
And we move on. Well, hey, check this out real quick, actually. The influence of the 04 Pistons. I saw this on Twitter. Ben Wallace with the #1 pick.
Yes, sir.
Devin Booker wearing a Rip Hamilton mask, and Chauncey Billups getting the head coaching job.
I'll take it.
All 04 Pistons coming back full circle right now. And quick NBA playoff update. Nearing the championship. I am excited for this. The NBA Finals. Bucks take the 2-1 series lead over the Hawks. Thanks to Chris Middleton dropping that 38 piece. This guy was balling out, especially in that fourth. With him by himself, 20 points. And the Hawks has an entire team, 17 points.
Yeah, imagine getting beat by Chris Middleton. Oh, God, that's got to feel awful.
I mean, you know he's capable of doing it. It's just he has not been performing like that.
Right.
And the other one, Suns up 3-1 over the Clippers, and it could all end tonight. Starting at 9 p.m., we got to see if Chris Paul is going to pull it off.
So beautiful. So beautiful.
On to some WNBA talk, guys.
What?
Diana Taurasi becomes the first player in WNBA history to score 9,000 points. This was the bucket right here.
Sparks up by 3. Biggest lead has been 4 for LA. Phoenix's biggest lead 3. So it's been a tight one so far. And let's see. Diana Taurasi looks like that's going to be a continuation.
God, even the announcers aren't interested.
Dude, the announcers are horrible.
Well, it's just horrible.
She just broke a record. That's probably one of the best WNBA records of all time right there, breaking 9,000 points. And the announcer sounded like he was miserable.
He was sleeping. And, yes, she hit a layup and a foul there. It looks like she's going to the free throw line.
It's crazy, though. 9,000 points. Like, that right there is the highest of any WNBA player.
Cool.
Diana Taurasi at 39 years old. And all these substance abuse checkups, we finally got our first injection.
They got him.
They got one. Hector Santiago, pitcher of the Seattle Mariners on this.
I love this, too.
Maybe there's something that can scrape the baseball.
Get out of here.
Movement, but it would appear
Them shoulder pads.
That something was untoward in the glove of Hector Santiago, who can't believe it.
We have our first culprit of the new system of checking pitchers. Hector Santiago has been thrown out of the ball game.
But the best part about that is they took that glove like it was evidence. They put it in a plastic bag. They sealed it up like it was
it's a gun that they just killed someone on the scene.
It was MLB CSI. It was amazing.
So are these just excuse my ignorance because I've been reading on it, but I'm still kind of confused. Are these just like random checkups?
So now they're pretty much checking everybody.
Okay.
I mean, and if you get caught now, you are just a dumbass, essentially, because
you know they're doing this.
You know they're doing it, and they're even calling people out even though they don't have to. So, in between innings, they're checking gloves. This is just the initiative right now. For some reason, this has become a hot button in baseball 150 years after its inception. This year, we care about it for some reason.
So they're making a long game even longer.
Yes. Yes.
This doesn't they do this between the inning though, right?
Yeah, but still, okay, you do it between the inning, you catch the guy, you throw him out of the game. Now you got to warm up somebody in the bullpen. It takes them time. There's longer extension between innings.
Just don't be a dumbass and don't cheat.
Who gives it? It's honestly, to me, it's not cheating because it's always been a part of the game. They've put people in the Hall of Fame knowing that this is what they do to baseball. So, steroid era, they took a firm stance on. We're not letting these guys in the Hall of Fame because that was cheating. Guys doctoring a baseball, there's hundreds of them in Major League Baseball Hall of Fame, and they still want to throw a fit about it this year. I have no idea who championed this fight, why it's being fought, and really, what effect does it have on the game? Nobody gives a shit.
You know what? I'm going back to my original angle when we started talking about this. I believe people got in the room and they said, we need to get some eyes on that game. We need to get some attention. We need to be in people's mouths. Let's just go ahead and crack down on this and make this some type of initiative to draw more attention. That's the only thing I can think of. If you're telling me that this has been done for hundreds some odd years and now they're all of a sudden going to crack down on it, the only thing I can think of is be cynical and say they're doing this to get some ratings.
You know what this is like if they started handing out speeding tickets on the lodge. If you were that, honestly, that's what this is like.
You know what?
Nobody's ever gone 55 on the lodge in the history of the lodge, except for people who get run over. Now all of a sudden you have to go 55. Nobody here would understand how to drive on the lodge.
No, that's like when I got pulled over driving down Woodward at Highland Park. I like to come really? Highland Park, please? Y'all really pulling folks over? For what?
I got pulled over in Highland Park for a seatbelt once. A seatbelt. In Highland Park, I'm like, there's 3 dudes getting shot right there. There's a baby selling crack right there. And you're on me because of my seatbelt? Like, it was the dumbest thing I'd ever experienced. And then of course, you have to go back to Highland Park to that shitty little courthouse to pay your ticket. And that was when it was, like, right next to the old fire department that was decrepit and disheveled. Like,
how do you the bigger issue in this whole thing is how the hell do you drive with that bing, bing, bing?
It goes
with
away.
not having your seatbelt on.
It goes away.
Does it really?
I hate seatbelts. Like, I honestly, I think seatbelts is the dumbest law ever invented.
Come on.
Who is it helping?
You.
It's helping you when you crash and possibly die.
And don't I have the right to make my own decisions about my life?
You
Yeah,
do.
but it's also
Okay,
the
then
law
why
to
the
wear
hell
a
do I
seatbelt.
need to wear a seatbelt?
You know what else is dumb?
It's the law to wear
Airbags.
a
Get rid of
seatbelt.
airbags. They're so dumb. Like, how are you gonna say
Do they write
seatbelts are dumb?
tickets for you not having an airbag?
Just like when you drive, you should make sure all four doors
okay,
are closed.
I see
you don't
what
want
you're
to drive
saying.
with your left side door open.
Like, you're texting and driving, you're putting everyone else at home.
Right.
I get that.
Right. I am putting nobody on the face of the planet at risk besides myself. Shouldn't that be a risk I can incur as a human?
It's just studies.
As a free man in this country?
It's studies about accidents when you're not wearing a seatbelt
That's
versus
fine. Let
wearing
me
a seatbelt.
fly through the fucking window. That's on me.
They
It's
just don't
not on
want that.
anybody else.
They just don't want that.
Great. Thanks for thinking of me, laws. Like, I literally hate the seatbelt law. I wear my seatbelt, but I hate that law so much because it literally it protects nobody.
But you.
Right.
They're looking out for you. So dumb.
At what cost?
Can't believe they're looking out for your own safety.
At what cost? Just don't tell me how to live my life.
Death.
I'm
That's
happy
fine.
as hell you got that ticket. I hope you have to pay it and show up to court and all that.
I did have to pay it. I did have to show up to court. But damn, I hate seatbelts.
I gotta go with Kanye on this one. Thank God I ain't too cool for the safe belt.
Look, your own sister's seatbelt saved my life.
Yeah, and that's great. I'm happy it did for Kendra.
She shouldn't have been wearing that seatbelt, though.
No, it's
If
just
she
her
listened to
right. It's her
brother-
right to choose whether or not to. She can wear it all day. I'm not mad.
Stick saying that you should
I
because
know.
it's
I
because
get
it's
what
not
he's
helping
saying.
anybody else but him. He should have the right to choose.
They made
Right.
me wear a damn face mask. Screw them.
Yeah, if I want to
Point
get sick,
proven.
let me get sick.
Point proven.
Go
you
ahead,
not wearing
Joey.
a seatbelt puts me at harm, Stick. Tigers now 34-44 after getting a 2-1 win over the Houston Astros yesterday. This series didn't look too bad thus far. And did you guys see this one? It's actually a video recirculating from 2 years ago. I saw it posted everywhere yesterday.
Wait, you don't have the walk-off squeeze from yesterday?
Let me see. We got that. We got a video.
Yeah, no. How you breezing over that, man? This is a walk-off suicide squeeze or safety squeeze. It wasn't a suicide. He wasn't stealing, but no, this was amazing baseball yesterday.
He butts it. Badu on the charge. He is safe.
Like, that's exciting baseball right there. I know.
I love that English D right there at home plate, too.
Right.
It looks so beautiful on the aerial shot.
But this is the type of baseball, like, you want to bring people back to the game. You want to make the game exciting again. Who gives a shit about what people are putting on their, scrubbing up their baseballs with? It's fun stuff like that. It's suicide squeezes. It's moving runners over. It's creating motion. Baseball has lost its way because it went all in on the home run. And all you do is sit there for innings and just hope you get to see a couple home runs.
See, but the thing about it is you look at sports. We compare sports to each other all the time. How is baseball going to compare to the excitement you get in basketball? Honestly, the excitement...
Plays like that!
Still, that excitement level ain't better than basketball to me. It ain't.
To you, but, like, to the average fan...
To all of America now, America's greatest pastime, man. I don't see that. I really don't. How they say America's greatest. You see football making so many...
But honestly, you don't know about the nuances of the game, right?
I don't.
Exactly. So, like, those little things don't mean much to you, but if you were more educated in baseball and, like, knew exactly how that play developed, what all had to go into it, the coach had to decide, like, you saw the guy running from third, wait till the ball was on the ground before he ran. Like, there's so much strategery that goes into that, and it's just like you appreciate football for being, like, the ultimate chess game. That's why I appreciate football. Baseball's that way if it's managed right and played correctly, and it's so exciting. It really is when it's done right. It's not exciting when you're just sitting there hoping the big guy hits a home run. Like, long balls brought people back to the game in the late 90s with the steroid era, and that was a huge deal, watching Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds and Sammy Sosa go at it. But honestly, small ball is exciting baseball, especially to me.
When it goes down to the wire, like when I was at the casino last Wednesday and the Yankees were playing the Royals and they got that win last second, it was exciting. But it's just these games, they're too long, and it dragged a 2-1 final score.
Yeah.
Like it's It's crazy. Haven't watched that many innings.
Play that again. Play that again. I mean, this is to win the game. You play to win the game. Like, this is why this is awesome, man. Like, bottom of the 10th, 1 out, runner on third. Like, it's
with the little bunt.
Yeah, it's awesome. Look at people running out of the dugout celebrating. I mean, all 3 people at Comerica were excited.
There was actually 11,000.
It didn't look like it yesterday.
Yeah.
It looked less than like the 8,000.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be storming all damn day.
But I got to tip my cap to A.J. Hinch. Like, that's the type of baseball I want to see played here in Detroit, period.
Man, it's something about him. He likes to get off against the Astros. He's like, I mean, of course, they're a better team, but, you know.
Yeah. Well, he helped make them a better team.
Yeah.
So,
how do you pronounce the name? Is it Isan Diaz?
Sure.
Isan Diaz. This was from 2 years ago, actually. This video was circulating yesterday, and I did not see this originally. It was from 2019. His dad was getting interviewed while he hit his first home run, and they got his reaction on it. His first home run in the major leagues. So I wanted to play this.
It's an emotional day for you?
Very, very emotional.
Dad looks yoked. Dad looks like he's ready to play, man.
They need to swap positions.
Right.
Just an amazing reaction right there. Like, those are the moments that you want to see your family's reaction on there. And we go off to Paige right now, our amazing intern from Central Michigan University, to add something else. What do we got today, Paige?
So I only think it's fitting that this weekend was the U.S. Gymnastics Trials. I know that I've covered the U.S. Gymnastics Classic, the U.S. Gymnastics Nationals, and now this is their 3rd event. And of course, I have to talk about Simone Biles. I know that I've talked about her a couple times, but it's hard not to when she's constantly breaking records and breaking not only world records, but Olympic records as well. So the trials were a 2-day event, and by the end of night 1, Biles was the all-around, all leaderboards scorer leader. So by the end of the trials, Simone Biles came in first of the whole event, with all-around score of 118 points, followed by 115 was second place. So she is actually the first woman in history to win the U.S. Olympic Gymnastics Trials, not only twice, but twice in a row, back-to-back. And she hasn't even lost an event since 2013, since she was 16 years old. So this came to no surprise to anyone that she was about to take first. And she actually started her floor routine this year with 2 tricks that were named after her. They were both named The Biles.
Man.
That's insane.
Yeah, both of them. Is the video playing? I can't tell.
This whole sport is just unbelievable.
And it's crazy because she is constantly doing new things and breaking records, and people don't know how hard it is to be doing the things that she's doing. She's the first one to be doing it for a reason, and she's just constantly finding something that she hasn't done and then doing it.
That's insane, man.
There's not much greatness out of Columbus, Ohio, but there is in Simone Biles.
Exactly. Seriously. And so there's actually a lot of tricks named after her, and I covered a trick that's called the Yurchenko double pike vault. I think that was like my first or second story. And if she does this skill in the actual Olympics, it'll be named after her. So that'll be the 5th skill that is named after Simone Biles because she is the first person to do it.
Wow. But does she have a rule named after her, like Calvin Johnson?
I actually do not know if she does.
See? And if you just lay on the mat, it's called the easy.
You know what I like? I like the fact that she's been wearing her little goat emblem on her attire, and she hasn't fallen off. She's gotten even better. Like, you gotta applaud being like, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm the GOAT, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. And then I'm gonna get even better after quote unquote saying I'm the GOAT. More power to you on that.
My brain has a tough time just even comprehending what she does while she's in the air. Like, I can't slow it down enough to actually, like, holy shit, that's what she just did. It's just like, oh my god, it's just boom, she lands.
It's one
of
those sports.
When you slow it down and you see her body contorting, I'm like, how the F do you do that?
Yeah.
My thought process is this. She's obviously had to practice this, and one time in her life, she did not ever know this. She never knew how to do this. So she had to have fallen.
Yeah.
How do you survive a fall like that?
Well, they got those big foam pits that they try all these things into. Have you ever been to a gymnastics like?
Yeah, I've seen them.
First of all, those gyms reek. They smell so bad. Like they are. Yeah, they're literally like it's literally like being in a football locker room. Like that's how bad it is. So yeah. So thank you, Paige, for that. Appreciate you. How was your weekend?
Hey, that mic's off.
I think your mic's off. Fish got to switch your batteries. Bring it in there, Fish.
Look at Fish. Fish does it all in here.
Fish does it all.
Get them Duracells, baby.
But yeah,
my weekend was good though. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah, Joey. Did you guys get caught up in the floods at all?
No. See, I was a smart person. When I saw that there was a flood on the freeway from the road, I kept using the road. There were people who still decided to go, I'm going to go ahead and hop on the freeway. Not Corey. I humbled myself and stayed my ass on the actual road.
This weekend was nuts, man. And you know who should be ashamed? The people who are in charge of our infrastructure here in Southeast Michigan. Because 7 years ago, we had the same damn thing happen in the same damn places.
2014.
And y'all still couldn't figure it out 7 years later? Like, I would be so embarrassed if I was a civic engineer here in Metro Detroit.
What causes it? Is it just like all the ruckus and dirtiness on the streets clogging it up, or what is it?
No, I mean it's that the sewers don't have enough intake. So like then it's a slow intake. Then they just start filling up. I will tell you this: Jonah in Downriver and Allen Park, for the first time in the 15 years that I know him, his basement did not flood.
Wow! So his always does in these?
Yeah, always.
Dude,
And
my
it's
brother's
normally the
house-
sewer coming up through. And
yeah,
because it's not water leaking in, that's sewage leaking in. It's gross, man.
Yeah, my brother, I mean, I sent you guys a video over the weekend. I mean, his entire street, and this is a house that he's been working on, and he hasn't even moved in. And I was like, man, that's going to suck. Brand new house for him, and it's about to go under like that, but somehow it woke up and it was all gone.
Yeah.
So I just don't understand how that works, but it was a crazy weekend. Seeing all the footage on Instagram and all across social media was honestly just sad. It was really sad to see so many cars. I mean,
it was sad and funny, though.
Yeah,
it was sad and funny.
Swimming, though, come on. Jet skis, canoes, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
look
man,
at this.
look at that. I didn't see this one.
Oh, you didn't see this one?
No.
Yeah.
This looks like a high truck, too.
That's the thing. Like 7 years ago, my wife, she drives a Chrysler
That's right.
300,
I
and it got hydro locked, and she was only in like 3, 4, 5 inches of water. But because of the air intake, it sucked up all the water into her air intake. The reason they built those cars that way, I have no idea. But she had to get a whole new engine put into her car. But you had people on kayaks, you had people on canoes. Let's just run through all of them right now, Alex. I mean, there are just so many crazy videos. Like, here's some pictures. It actually looks peaceful,
Like
a river.
Right.
It really, like, you look at that, I have no clue what that is.
That's a freeway.
That was a hard thing that I was trying to find. I was like, where is where is this at?
75, or that's on 94, I believe.
Wow, look at that.
Isn't that wild? And then our boy Camera Jesus was out there.
Man,
look at this guy jumping off his car.
that?
It's a dude. You can play this a couple times because I had to watch it. It's a dude jumping off the hood of his car like he's at a swimming pool. Look at cannonball,
dude. Like
He's
that
about
ain't
to
healthy.
have so many rashes and diseases. Oh man,
That's how you get. That's how COVID-19 started.
Oh God,
he probably mutated down there.
Yeah. So man, just. Embarrassing that we constantly have to deal with flooding anytime.
Shout out to that emergency rescue team that was all out there on them little boats, like checking on the windows and making sure that the people were all evacuated from all those cars, because it was crazy. Like waking up on, when was it, Saturday morning, I think?
Yeah,
Friday night?
It was Friday night.
Yeah, so waking up Saturday morning and seeing all this footage, man, it was crazy.
Yeah, because I had to go pick up my sister from the airport on Friday.
Did you see anything?
No, her flight landed at 4:30, so we were back home by like 5:30. But by like 7, all hell had broken loose. Like, we got lucky.
Yeah,
we got very, very lucky. Jeff is here with our trending videos. Or what you got, Alex?
No, I was just gonna say I had to drive out to Grosse Pointe on Saturday morning. So I was going like 96 because I didn't look at the maps or anything. But there was so many cars like stranded like on 96 and 94. And it took me like 2 hours to get there.
That's
because
wild.
it was
And the crazy thing is, those cars are going to sit there for a long time because there's only so many limited tow trucks. And, like, when this happened 7 years ago to my wife, we literally had to leave her car in the middle of Detroit for, like, 3 days before even we could get a tow truck to take it to a dealership that would accept it. Because now all these dealerships are going to be overflowed with or flooded with cars, no pun intended.
Dude, did you see there's a inventory issues right now in vehicles? Did you see the Jeep lot, I think it was?
Yeah.
Oh, just
it's about to be some discounts coming out.
I don't know. I think price is only going up, Corey, sadly.
Right. Jeff is here with his trending news. How you doing today, Jeff?
I'm doing good.
Did you get stuck in water at all?
No. I avoided the water. I was terrified to go on the highway because all the videos and the guys driving the jet skis, man, it just creeped me out. I can't go over there. But today on What's Trending with Jeff, we got 2 videos as usual, both from our Woodward Sports Network account on Twitter, so follow it. It has funny videos. But the first one is Carmelo Anthony, back when he was with the New York Knicks, in a wax museum, pretending to be a wax figure. Now, this is everyone's fear. You're in a wax museum. Half the people in there look real.
Right.
Imagine seeing Carmelo Anthony scare the living crap out of you when you try to block his shot. I found this hilarious. He got tons of fans. He got a couple people.
I'd punch him.
He looked so real when he was
that
sitting
was
there
nice.
the first time. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, the second video, it's at a cricket game. I mean, Fish might have seen this.
Cricket, Fish.
Yeah, it's a man. Obviously, it's his wife looking behind him, and he does not miss his opportunity. I mean, he goes full infant and just tries to breastfeed, it looks like. I don't know what that was.
You think this is his wife? Because she leaning over talking to that guy behind him pretty close.
And she was unfazed unless she liked it. I don't know why she was so unfazed when he just bit like that. I don't know why. Like, nothing happened. Look at unfazed.
He literally looks like a baby because, like, he was just, like, opening his mouth trying to find the boob. Just
yeah,
like,
that was like infant instincts. That was weird.
Yeah.
But he got the titty.
Exactly. But yeah, that's it on What's Trending. Those
Can't
are the 2
argue
videos.
with results. Yeah, good for that guy. That was at a cricket game. Fish, do you know what cricket game that was at?
Yeah, it was Saturday. It was Middlesex and Baligian.
Middlesex, huh?
There you go.
That's
appropriate.
perfect. Yeah, that's appropriate.
Did you watch that game, Fish?
I was not watching that game.
I was
watching the Lions game.
I was going to say, did you see that boob grab live?
I did not.
Okay.
The Lions. I didn't realize the Lions were playing over the weekend, Fish.
They did. They played Japan. They got a big win. Now they're out to South Africa. Big tour.
Big tour.
Very excited. Lions. You guys are big Lions fans, right?
Heck yeah. Go Lions.
Also, big fans of Bridge Street Exchange because that is that one-stop shop that I always brag about. Men's, you got to just go shop there. I mean, they got all men's attire that you could ever dream of. And ladies, if you're stressed out thinking of what you got to get your man for a birthday or something coming up, this is what you got to do. Just go stop in there. Downtown Fenton is the original location. Somerset Collection, that is where their newest location is. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you to get 15% off your entire order.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Got your chance to qualify for that Kick for Crypto coming up about 9 a.m., so in about 5 minutes we'll get you qualified so you can get in the finals, so you have a chance to win $25,000 from Woodward Sports. But first, Adam is here with his bets.
Hell yeah. You know, honestly, I almost won $25,000 last week. Holy shit.
Wait, what? How'd you almost win $25,000?
All right, so I'm just going to quickly walk through last week. The first, we made 3 $1,000 bets and 3 $2,000 bets. All hit. 6-0 across the board. And then I went to Motor City with Stick, you know, just looking around trying to have a good time with Stick. And he was playing blackjack with $100 on the table. And I'm sitting there on my MyBookie account. I have like a shit ton of money right now because I haven't lost all week. And I'm like, you know what? I'll play blackjack too. So, you know, I put 500 on a hand. I'm like, whatever. Like, if it loses, I don't care because the Lightning and Islanders were going to go under. I was going to win money that night. It hits. I'm like, oh, shit, you know, beginner's luck. So then I made another one on the blackjack hand. I put 3,000. and it won.
Come on.
Yeah, so like I won. I swear, I think I won almost 17 grand last week.
Dude, it was hilarious. I was sitting there playing blackjack
on
at
my
a real
phone.
table with a real dealer and real people interacting, you know, because that's part of the reason I love blackjack is you get to know the people at the table. Adam's behind me on his phone playing blackjack on my bookie,
Winning
just
like
raking
300x.
just raking them.
Were you that dude at the casino going nuts?
No, because I was so confident in my bets. Like, you know, I wasn't some
dumbass. You can't be confident
dumbass.
in blackjack like that, though.
Oh no, I meant like the
Oh, the other
Islanders.
ones.
Watching the Bucks-Hawks game and the Islanders game. It's fun, but who gives a shit? Suns and Clippers tonight. I am
Yes.
so excited about this
Got
game.
5 Gs on the game.
I hate the spread, and I hate the money line odds. Honestly, I hate them both, so I'm going to avoid them. I'm going to take the over at 214.5. The game ended in 164 total points scored, 84-80 the last time they played. I don't expect a complete dud like that. I think it's low enough. I would have preferred it at like 210, 211, but it's okay. I'm going to be more than willing to take that risk on that line. That's the best bet of the night. I guess the Suns' money line is fair, or even if you want to take them at 5.5, 6.5 points, whatever they're labeled at. I mean, that's on you. That's a personal decision. I want to avoid that. Clippers might come out. You just don't know. I'm going to take the total points scored. That's my bets. That's what I'm doing. Whether or not that's my $2,000 bet, we'll go from there. But
So you're gonna do one. You're gonna do another 2,000.
I'm gonna keep going
That's the new
until I
strategy.
lose. Until I lose, I'm gonna keep going. And I actually I placed one yesterday because I'm a hothead and I just whatever.
But promise me you're not gonna lose a 3,000 and say screw that. I'm going 5,000 the next one.
Not damn right I am.
Scared money don't make money.
That's right. Listen, I got 2,000 on Spain today to beat Croatia by more than half a goal, which is the easiest, dumbest line I've ever seen in my life. Croatia are missing their best player. Long story short, that's my stupid bet of the day.
What happened with Netherlands, Adam?
It didn't work out. That was my one loss I took on Friday. So
Netherlands lost yesterday. You don't want Spain to lose.
fuck. Wait, what?
Netherlands lost to Czech Republic, right?
Yes.
Yesterday, 2-0.
Yes.
What if Croatia upsets Spain?
They won't. They won't.
Okay.
My money says so.
Portugal also lost. That's not an upset,
Who
but
cares about
they still
Portugal?
lost.
We care about money.
So, okay, I care
And how
about
many
money
teams?
too.
How many teams we got?
But
We're
I'm
like at the
telling
round
you,
of 16 now. Or
Yeah,
8?
they're in the round of 16, and now the winners go to the quarterfinals. Basically,
I'm just trying to tell you that upsets are possible.
Not possible when I put my money on it.
Anything is
Impossible.
possible.
Okay.
Nothing is possible when I put my money on it.
Okay.
Anything is possible.
Spain wins
Chad
today.
Henne.
That's that
Oh,
bet.
boy.
But I got MLB game actions. I'm going to take 3 straight games. We'll take the Indians to beat the Tigers by more than a run and a half. Tigers have been playing really good baseball. I'm not going to lie. It's been really nice to watch. All jokes aside, you still got to take the Indians. 1, you get it at an underdog line, and 2, they are the better team. The Tigers just finished with their solid starters going out on the mound. Casey Mize with a great performance during the first game of the doubleheader over the weekend. You got to take the Indians here. And honestly, the Tigers' bats have been super silent. Super silent. They went on a squeeze. That was great, but
That was great.
Cleveland-
Come on, man.
No,
How awesome was
I've
that?
been saying it. Yeah, no.
I tried to get these
They've
guys
been-
excited about it
it's
this morning. They
amazing.
didn't give a shit.
My
I mean,
my
listen,
favorite
I
part about it was
appreciate it, but
it wasn't a
come on.
suicide squeeze.
Right, it was a safety squeeze.
It was a safety squeeze
Yeah.
where, depending on how good the bunt was going to be the guy on third base's decision to go or not.
Great coaching.
It was great. It was
Great coaching.
Yeah, it
Great
was great.
base running.
Is bunting super hard?
It can be.
Look, you can say the
that was
Tigers are
perfectly
bad,
placed, though.
which they are. It's not a crime to say that the Tigers are bad, but they've got, I think, a top 3 manager in AJ Hinch in the league right now. So signs only up for the Tigers. Next game, these people made me so much money over the weekend. I love the Astros, man. Astros covered me so good. Honestly, it's not the friendliest individual bet, but it's good to put into your parlay. As you can see, my odds on this one are super high. I only have to bet $155, and I'm almost at $6K in winning. So
Damn.
this is just for my bonus. I'm not going to bet this individually. The Dodgers, though, the Dodgers and the Indians, these are games you have to bet individually. You get them at an underdog line, and honestly, both teams are the favorites winning that game. So when you get a favorite at an underdog line, you fucking take it, and you listen to me, and you bet it individually. And, of course, the last game of the night, this one was really hard. There are other sports books that have the game at over, under at 5.5. Take the under there. Unfortunately, my bookie has it out at 5. They're smart. 5 because of push factors. So I'm going to avoid taking the under in this game, although I really want to. I want to win money. I'm going to take the Canadians in the upset game 1, although I think the Lightning are the favorite team in the series. We'll take the Canadians. Again, we're here to make money. So if we get 2 of these 3 underdog lines to hit, we are going to have a very, very good night. And those are my 5 bets of the night.
Awesome. Well, and if you want to get in on these bets, make sure you go to mybookie.com. And like Adam showed you, you can play in the casino too and do some well.
Don't do that. That was like literally
Why not?
impulsive behavior. I got lucky. Like, I'm not going to sit here and promote one blackjack hand and you put thousands of dollars on it. It was very dumb of me. It hit. I didn't
Scary
get
money
shit.
don't make money.
Yeah, come on. What are you talking about?
You know what?
There's nothing more frustrating than playing real blackjack at a casino and the dude behind you winning more money on his app.
You want to waste $3,000?
I did well. I doubled up.
He doubled up. He took 100, made it 200.
Yeah.
If you want to waste $2,000, don't waste it. Please don't. Listen to me. Go put it on the Tigers to lose by more than a run and a half, or go put it on the Dodgers to win by more than a run and a half. You'll be so happy with that. You'll make like $3,500. You'll come on, you'll text me, you'll DM me, hey, Adam, thank you so much. God bless you. Oh, my God. And everybody will be happy. Don't listen to Stick. Don't put it on blackjack. You're not that guy.
I like blackjack.
You're not that guy.
I like blackjack, so don't take away my blackjack from me.
I was hoping you got that.
I like to do it. MyBookie.com. Enter promo code Woodward right now. When you set up your new account, we will match that first deposit up to 50%. If you don't have an account, go get one today. MyBookie.com or MyBookie.ag. However you want to type it into your URL, you can get to the same place. Enter promo code Woodward, and we will match that first deposit up to 50%.
Ever since Corey's been wearing this LeBron James jersey around the network, it's been falling down a lot.
And you know, really, that's it. Dan Campbell is going to be the man for the Lions. Don't you agree, Corey? I didn't even touch you. Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network, and it is that time to get you guys qualified for the $25K Kick for Crypto contest, and it's real easy. All you got to do is call in right now, 313-552-6322. That's 313-552-6322. You call in right now. You're caller number 5. We are going to get you qualified to get into the finals so you can get that $25K. And we're also going to give you an extra gift today. Coast is hooking us up with some knives and some headlamps to give to people. So it's your choice whether you want a knife or a headlamp, but Coast Portland is hooking it up as a qualifying prize. So get in right now. Caller number 5, 313-552-6322, and you'll also get that qualifying prize from Coast Portland. All right, guys, this went up over our social media over the weekend, and I thought it was a great question. It made me really think hard about who I would take in this matchup. So imagine 3-on-3, blacktop style, street ball. Who are you taking from these former Pistons? And we're going to put them on the screen right now, and we can walk you through Team A, or Team B, or Team Red, or Team Blue. So it's really up to you, and I want to hear you and see what you think about this in the chat right now. You got that picture, Alex? Throw it on up there so we can walk people through this. So here you go.
This one had me thinking.
Blue
so
team,
hard.
Isaiah Thomas, Ben Wallace, Rip Hamilton, versus the red team, Chauncey Billups, Billy Slambeers, and of course, Grant Hill. Grant Hill, the only one representing the turquoise in this, but there we go. These are your teams. So who are you taking? Are you taking the blue team or are you taking the red team?
Oh, this is easy for me.
Okay.
I'm taking the blue team.
Defense wins championships, baby.
This is more than defense wins championships. I mean, you got Isaiah Thomas, who is arguably the second greatest point guard of all time. Some people like to put Steph up in that category right now. Won't argue that either. Steph is definitely making the case for himself. But Isaiah right there, I think when you look at both of these teams, even though Ben Wallace would be his teammate, there is not a competitor out of all of those players harder than Isaiah Thomas. We've seen what he's done on a broken ankle. We've seen what he's done after getting knocked out by Karl Malone. he has some of the greatest look, you're seeing right there. He has some of the greatest handles we've ever seen. Then you got Ben Wallace, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. I think that just says enough right there to go from being undrafted to the Hall of Fame. What can you say? And then you got the mid-range assassin in Rip Hamilton. Pull-up game anywhere. I just love it. So, no disrespect to Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups was great for the Pistons. Pistons legend. I don't think he's going to be able to – I don't think he want that smoke with Zeke. Bill Laimbeer versus
Ben Wallace.
Ben Wallace would be very interesting, but Ben got – both of those guys, first off, both of them got some hands. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Ben on this one. And then when it comes down to Rip versus Grant Hill, okay, I'm not going to be crazy. I'm going to take Grant. I'm going to take prime Grant over anybody. But I think those two, when you got pretty much you got two players on one team that I think are going to outweigh the other two players on that red team.
Joey,
I think it's
who do you got, blue or red?
I mean, you only got 3 people, 3-on-3, and having that one mismatch of Rip Hamilton and Grant Hill.
And don't forget street ball, too.
That's it.
That goes into this.
So that's where you're like, all right, Ben Wallace got them street skills.
Oh, I don't know, man.
But the thing about it, I mean, Grant Hill, Rip Hamilton, I look at that as a big mismatch. So, truthfully, man, I think I'm going red.
You're going red? I'm also going red.
Are you?
I think the red
Laimbeer.
team.
You like Laimbeer.
First of all, I love Billy Laimbeer. And I look at red, and I just see more offense. And that's where I think, obviously the blue team does have defense with Zeke and Ben Wallace. But the matchups you said, I would cross these matchups. I would have Chauncey Billups guarding Rip. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't put him on Isaiah. I would put the longer defender in Grant Hill on Isaiah, disrupt him with the length. And then Laimbeer and Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace, much better off-ball defender, much better rebounder, but can't score.
Yeah.
So you're talking only 2 players that can score. Rip doesn't really get his own shot. So you need to get Rip coming off screens, really, to get him involved in the game. All these guys can score on the bottom here and on the red team. Chauncey can put up buckets whenever he needs to. Laimbeer can stretch the defense, pull Ben Wallace away from the basket so he's no longer a factor. And then Grant Hill's just Grant Hill. We're talking healthy Grant Hill, too. We're not talking Suns Grant Hill. We're talking in Pistons uniform Grant Hill.
Yeah.
So that's why I got the red team. I mean, like, the red team to me just matches up better with the blue team.
Yeah, but I'm going to stick to my guns on this one. I don't think there is a competitor out there that wants that smoke with Zeke. I just think that
Bill Laimbeer wants that smoke with Zeke. Didn't they throw punches in the locker room several times?
And you know what? Hey, I still think that when it comes down to it, you're gonna have Ben Wallace right there throwing them punches right back right alongside Zeke. But
see, I think for me, if you were gonna build a team around 3 of them, I'm going blue team. But when you're talking about street blacktop 3-on-3, the scoring ability, Ben Wallace ain't going to be the one to score like that.
See, Nick gets it. Nobody can deal with Laimbeer. Nobody can. You got to give it to Zeke. Funky Lion says Zeke. We got blue all day from Vinny. Blue team from Mitch. Lots of people taking the blue team on this. I'm shocked. Wow. Matt with the blue team.
I mean, comments on social media were pretty much favored for the blue as well.
Zeke and Rip are eaten. See, I just don't see it that way, man. Like, obviously, both these teams are great, and they're some of my all-time favorite players. Just if I'm going to matchup-wise, matchup to matchup, I like the red team.
I mean, you're pulling hairs when you really want to go down to the nitty-gritty. Both of them are great teams.
Become Legendary gets it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, got Zeke right there. I think Zeke will be able to create some buckets for Rip out there. And then again, still, even though Rip off the dribble, he can still pull up and hit a mid-range. So. You know what? I'm not too worried about it. Grant's defense is respectable. It's not, nothing to write home about, but it's respectable.
I like his length. That's the only thing that I could put him, because obviously I think if you match up Zeke and Chauncey one-on-one, Zeke's just too fast.
Yeah.
Just too fast. Grant Hill can at least play off the ball a little bit and disrupt them, little Tayshaun Prince-esque with those long arms. But, yeah, either way, I thought this was such a great post on our social media, and it literally got me thinking. And at first, I was back and forth, but once I really broke it down, and I'm thinking of Bill Laimbeer draining some three-pointers and Ben Wallace just out of the paint. If Ben Wallace is out of the paint, this is no contest. No contest. Here's some. Oh, there he is. Good old Ben Wallace highlights.
I just think that Ben. is just going to be such a disruptor on defense that you know he would be able to neutralize Lambeer. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
because I've seen this man neutralize Shaq. I've seen him neutralize. Oh, you know what? Oh, I want to say that's blasphemous. I was about to say Duncan. Let me pull it back on that.
What were you about to say?
I was about to say Duncan, but let me pull it back on that one.
I mean, he did well against Tim Duncan.
He did all right. He did as well as anybody could do against Tim
Duncan. Yeah, they normally played him off the ball against
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, so he could be the help side defender.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I thought that was good strategy because what was he guarding? Nazi Mohammed after David Robinson?
Nazir Muhammad.
Yeah, remember when Nazi was a Piston too?
No, I was hoping you didn't say it.
Nazi Mohammed was a Piston. The speed from Zeke and Rip. Yeah, Steven, I get it. Let's see. Patty
Dude,
Grimes
Rip
says
would go
red
off,
team.
I think, too, though.
You think so?
Yeah, Rip would go off.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. So was it Andrew Jonah who came up with this?
I think it was Andrew.
Okay, and we're going to have him on later on this week to go over his first mock draft for the NBA, because now that the Pistons have the #1 overall pick, mock drafts have been flying around Woodward Sports. And it's going to be interesting to see where everybody lands this year. But I just wanted to touch on this, go over it, because I thought it was a great conversation. We got plenty of response on our Twitter. And so I want to know, who you thinking, blue team or red team? Unfortunately, we'll never be able to get to see this play out. But how fun would it be to go down to any basketball court in Detroit and watch these guys play? Or, let's have it at Rutgers. There you go. Go to Rutgers and watch these two teams play 3-on-3. But let us know what you think in the chat, blue team or red team. And we're still looking for a qualifier right now, 313-552-6322. Anybody on the line right now, Fish? No, he's giving me the Batumbo. No. So the lines got cleared out. Just waiting for one caller left right now. 313-552-6322. And we will get you qualified for that Kick for Crypto contest. And Joey, yesterday, me and you were on doing a little specialty show talking about our trip up north. And we're going to talk a little bit more about our trip to Petoskey coming up next on the Woodward Sports Network.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our #1 priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us and talking sports. So yesterday we did our first wilderness show here at Woodward Sports, and Joey and I and Corey, we all went up north a couple weeks ago to Petoskey, and we had some fun. Yesterday we recapped day 1, Corey. And, we talked about Jerry helping us set up the RV.
The GOAT. Jerry just came. I mean, if you've seen it, Jerry just came out just so swagged out with the vineyard shirt and the hat.
and his wife. And we ended up naming our Airstream after him. Hilsey is the name of the Airstream that we stayed in because Jerry was such a kind guy and helped us out. And really yesterday, I didn't get to see all of those videos edited before we went on to the show. Joey, you got to review them, so you kind of knew what was coming. But yesterday when we were sitting there and we were introducing the videos and watching them and talking about them, what a great trip it was, man. And if you haven't seen the video or the show from yesterday, make sure you go check it out. It's on our YouTube page. It's also on our Facebook page. And make sure you give it a like and a comment because, dude, that whole first day, there were certain things I forgot even happened, too.
I mean, honestly, this trip was probably, 40 hours or so?
Yeah.
But we jam-packed so much into these 2 days that it was seriously an unforgettable trip. And what we showed yesterday in the first show was not even the juiciness to what our weekend was.
Dude, Corey, they edited in my proposal to Joey.
Yes.
We're sitting here and Joey's like, oh, the proposal's coming up. I'm like, what What are you talking about?
And then you remember, like, oh, that one.
So, yeah, I proposed to Joey at sunset on the beach. Lots of rocks around. It was beautiful. And then the people that were passing by were yelling, congratulations. That was so beautiful. So you guys got to check out all this footage. And we got a little sneak preview of what both episodes kind of encapsulate right here on Woodward Sports.
Let's go!
So July 11th is going to be our next show, recapping day 2. And if you missed it on Sunday, make sure, once again, you go and watch that video. It was a fun hour recapping everything that we did. And like I said, there was a lot of stuff in there I even forgot that we did, Corey.
Yeah, so much has happened. I really want to just go back and I want to go ahead and scrub through all of the footage myself just to be like, okay, dang, that took place. Because you guys don't understand. It was literally from the time we woke up to the time we left. It was something different each day. I'm curious to see how the last day went, because that last day was just everything that was planned.
Literally.
Yeah, that's what we were saying yesterday. Like, the only thing I felt like we missed was just more time.
Yeah.
Like, the hour we spent at the beach, we could have had 10 hours at the beach and I would have been
literally.
happy.
And for Steven, by the way, asking how many putts it took, only 2.
Only 2 for Joey. I missed about 8. Corey missed about 8. Joey stepped in and
Nah, I
two.
missed about a good 15.
Okay.
And what's funny is I suck at putt-putt. I don't know what happened that day.
What's up, Fish?
And I'm great.
What's up, Fish?
How far out was that putt?
That was about 17 yards, Fish.
Okay.
17 yards?
Yeah, you do that in feet, or feet.
It was probably a good 15-foot putt.
51 feet.
It was 17 yards.
Yeah, maybe 5 yards at most. Come on. But yeah, no, it was a good putt, Joey. Congratulations. So yeah, if you want to see that full recap from our first day up in Petoskey, make sure you go check that video out right now on our YouTube or Facebook page. And Corey, before we went to break, we were talking a little bit about Dame not liking Chauncey, and you got, I don't know if it's breaking news, but kind of just more explanation on why he's not a fan of Chauncey.
Yeah, so I just, as we were up here reading more about it, decided to just do a little perusing and see what could be the big deal. And according to referring back to Chris Haynes from Yahoo Sports, he was saying that Lillard never suggested Billups as a potential hire, and he did not know about the sexual allegation made against Billups about over 2 decades ago. For people who don't know, and honestly, it was something that was pretty much news to me as well. I heard about it over the weekend, but I didn't do too much of a deep dive. But Ron Mercer and Chauncey Billups, they both had civil charges filed against them for some sexual assault allegations when they were both part of the Boston Celtics. The allegations were settled 3 years later with the civil suit. Walker also settled a lawsuit with the accuser, who said Walker failed to prevent the alleged rape. And Lillard wrote on Twitter when they brought it up to him on Twitter. Lillard wrote, "Really? I was asked what coaches I like the names of. I heard and I named them. Sorry, I wasn't aware of their history. I didn't read the news when I was 7, 8 years old. I don't support those things. But if this is the route y'all want to come at me, say less." So he's talking about there may be some things there, and also I think the bigger thing outside of just the Billups alleged assault issue, the bigger thing was that they did not contact Lillard as far as building the coaching search, about building the team around him. He doesn't think that the Trailblazers are in a position to win, so he wants out. And I kind of think this is interesting because this is a guy who said that he's not leaving Portland. He wants to. If there's somebody wants to come there, they can come there. But he's not going to go join anybody else. Now Lillard like, hey, I'm ready to get out of Dodge because I don't think I can win. Well, I mean, people were trying to tell you that when you're trying to stay there. So I don't. I feel bad for him in the sense that he may not win in Portland, but I don't feel bad for him in the sense that, hey, you had a chance to dip.
I'm really more concerned with the fact that this rape allegation happened in 1997, and I'm not hearing about it till now. Like, even when Chauncey was the MVP of the team, even when he was leading the charge here in Detroit, did you ever hear about this?
Well,
was it on your radar?
Wasn't on my radar, but I will say this. One, we got to remember that happened in 2004. Social media really didn't become that prevalent until like around...
Well, it happened in 97.
97. So around 04, even around 04, social media wasn't really that prevalent. So, now with the social media era, everybody's able to go back and start digging things up. That's kind of like the new thing when somebody gets a levels up in a position, they kind of go back and start, digging the dirt. And I'm not saying that that's right or wrong, whether they're doing the digging the dirt or not. Just like to your point, I've never heard about it, and now with social media, you're able to go back and go find these things out. So I'm going to go do my homework and due diligence to read more about this because, like you said, when Billups was here winning, I never heard a lick of it until this weekend.
Yeah, that is crazy to me. Honestly, like I'm blown away when you said that Chauncey Billups had sexual assault allegations against him. I would just call you a flat out liar.
Yeah.
Like Chauncey. Like the nicest human ever, Chauncey, but it goes back to 97. I'm reading right now. It was at Antoine Walker's house.
Yeah, they're saying he didn't prevent the rape. But him and Ron Mercer and
So wait, he didn't prevent the rape? Is that what he was charged with?
So let me go back and read this last episode. So it said Billups and Mercer and Billups settled a civil lawsuit with the accuser for an undisclosed sum 3 years later. Walker also settled a lawsuit with the accuser who said Walker failed to prevent the alleged rape.
Okay, so Walker prevented it, but Chauncey is...
Wait, Walker failed to prevent it.
But she accused Chauncey of rape.
Yeah, Chauncey and Ron Mercer.
Wow.
So
how the fuck did we never hear about that till just now? I mean, it's not like the guy hasn't been prevalent in the NBA.
Yeah,
like he's an assistant head coach. It's just really weird.
So what was the outcome to this whole case?
They paid her off.
They paid her off.
Was it a civil suit or was it a?
It wasn't like, no criminal charges.
No criminal charges. Okay.
It was a civil suit. They sold it for an undisclosed sum.
Wow, man.
So I'm like I said, I'm gonna do some more digging on this to read about it because this is going to be a big thing. It's out there now,
especially now that he's on the high, like all over the news with getting this new position.
Now, do you think that affects anything? I'm just asking since it was settled.
Yes,
but it's gonna. I wonder how that affects him now because they've agreed to the 5-year deal. But
remember when we hired Matt Patricia and then it came out that he had some weird sexual stuff back in the day and. It eventually got brushed under the rug, and nobody really cared. He ended up being the worst coach in NFL history. But I don't know, man. Portland. First of all, Portland's a different area. We've seen that they act a fool when they want to over certain issues, and if they choose to riot and shut down towns and create their own cities, they'll do it. I don't know if this is going to be one of those things that's a linchpin to get them to that point, but I could see Portland canceling Chauncey like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm just. I don't know where this is going to go. I really don't. But whoever dug that up, I guess you can say they picked the perfect time to do it because right now it's looking. I don't know how it's gonna look for him.
I'm just shocked, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked. Once again, it goes back to when we were talking about the whole Bo Schembechler and people being like, "That's not the person I knew."
Yeah.
I don't know Chauncey personally, but I would never have guessed this with Chauncey. But I guess that's part of the thing.
I mean, honestly, anything before this whole social media world, we really don't know too much about in details like that. So that's the big thing about this is as it unfolds, it's something that a lot of people, even as Detroit diehard sports fans, you don't even know.
But you would have thought when he was the MVP of the finals and on top of the world, somebody would have at least wanted clickbait or at least wanted an article or at least get their name out there or something.
That's bigger than getting a head coaching position.
Right, because in 2004, that's 7 years removed from the rape allegation. So I'm actually floored that I didn't know about this and I'm learning about it in 2021.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. I don't.
Do you think Dame knew about this?
Well, no. He said
He said he
didn't know.
Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out why Dame has a problem with Chauncey, and if he didn't know about, you're just saying he wasn't on Dame's list.
I don't
so that's
think.
why he's pissed?
I don't think it's more so him having a problem with Chauncey. I think it's more so Dame having an issue with the organization, where it's like, I'm the star player, and you're not coming to me for any type of input. I don't trust the roster that you guys are putting together. What are we doing here? So I don't have the faith that I had in you guys before. I no longer have it, because I guess in Dame's eyes, from everything I'm reading, they're either moving backwards or they're stagnant. And I will say this: the Portland is his boss, so they technically do not have to go get his permission for who they hire.
Right.
With that being said, normally when you have a star player of the cachet of a Damian Lillard, you will go to them and get their input and their feedback of like, hey, what do you think about this coach? Hey, what do you think about this player? Because it's been done for other stars and superstars. So I guess Dame is under the mindset of like, hey, I don't get that. Why?
Right.
So I think that it is. I don't think it has anything to do with Chauncey. I think it has more so to do with the direction of the organization.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is obviously going to be a big story that we're going to be talking about in weeks to come. And, the article I was just skimming through, too, like, I guess there's been some pushback against Jason Kidd, because Jason Kidd was beating his wife back in the day. And that's well known and documented.
And
like, that's not even, like, that's just what you know about Jason Kidd, right?
And what I only want to say what I heard is over. I heard it from a reliable source of what it's over. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's so mind-boggling. Like, no, that can't be it. And they're like, yeah. That's what he did. But I want to go to this. CJ Snyder on YouTube said this, and I think this is your opinion right here. I don't know a single Pistons NBA fan who knew about this.
Right. That's why I'm so floored, honestly. Like, you figured we would have heard about this at some point in some capacity, even if it was a whisper or like a rumor, nothing confirmed, nothing concrete. But now, man, we got to reevaluate everything we know about Chauncey Billups. Like, really?
Yeah. I'm just like, damn.
Why was he chilling with Antoine Walker too?
He was a rookie on the Celtics. He was drafted to the Celtics, and they played him for a third of the season. Then Rick Pitino got enough of him. He was a number 3 overall pick, and then they didn't give him an opportunity. He hopped around the league, and luckily we got him after he went to Minnesota. So
so this was his rookie year.
Rookie year.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, more facts are going to come out about this now that it's
open
record.
now. It's out there now.
Is Dame the one who put this out there?
He did. No, somebody asked Dame about it on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So somebody brought it up, and Dame was like, "I'm sorry for not knowing about this. I was 7 or 8."
I mean,
damn.
Honestly, we're huge Piston fans, and we didn't even know about it.
Dude, almost 25 years later, a single tweet like that breaks the story.
That is wild. That is wild. So
social media.
We'll keep you updated on all things Chauncey Billups. Congratulations getting the head coaching job in Portland, but it's weird that this came out with it. And yeah, I don't know what to think of it because I don't know enough of it, and I'm not really going to make a concrete statement on it. But at the same time, it's eye-opening, to say the least. And we'll be right back with Joey's News.
Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. I'm trying to find me a shirt. Ooh, look at these swimming shorts. What are you doing over there, Stick?
I'm trying to find me a drink. Ooh, look at these bonfire bitters.
Ready for summer.
Let's go.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
So yeah, we just finished talking about Chauncey Billups agreeing to this 5-year deal to become the new coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. And a quick little NBA playoff update for you. We're nearing the NBA championship. Can't believe we're already here.
Right.
Bucks take the 2-1 series lead over the Hawks thanks to Chris Middleton dropping 38 points, single-handedly outscoring the entire Hawks team in the fourth quarter because he dropped 20 points in the fourth. The Hawks as a team only had 17 points.
That was embarrassing. But it all had to do with Trae Young getting injured.
Yeah.
The minute Trae went down, I think they outscored him 28-17 the rest of the way. Like,
I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's no surprise that Trae Young carries this team.
I mean, Stick, you said it best earlier. I felt that this was a 5-game series with a healthy Trae Young, with an injured Trae Young. it's definitely a 5-game series.
Yeah, they were lucky to get that one. The Clippers.
Yeah, so.
They were lucky to get the one.
And he's getting that MRI today, but he said that he should be good to play. So we'll see how this MRI looks.
But I'll say this at his last thing. I think Nate McMillan should get an extension regardless. But if they go 6 games, you're a dumbass if you don't extend this guy.
You dumbass.
The Suns, on the other hand, up 3-1 over the Clippers, and it could all end tonight, starting at 9 p.m. You guys think this is the last game we're going to see for them?
I do. I'm looking at this like Game 5 2004 championship for the Pistons. Like, I was worried that, the Lakers are going to bounce back. They may steal one, make this a series. But I see the Suns coming out and rolling in this game, like 20-point win.
Chris Paul has never been closer to an NBA Finals. One game. This is the game where even if he gets, knock on wood, even if he gets injured this game, he's going out swinging. He's going to put everything he has on the line tonight. I'm thinking it's going to be a 25-plus point game, a 10-plus assist game. I said rebounds earlier, 10-plus assist game. So.
And rebound. He's having a triple-double. Give it to him.
Hey, you know what? It might take that. You never know. But I think he's going to play the game of his life knowing that he's 1 game away from the NBA Finals.
That's what I love. He's just a facilitator on the team, so it ain't even really too much about the points. I mean, if he gets 20, that's a little bonus. But 10, 15 assists in the game, and it's all they need out of him. Diana Taurasi becomes the first player in WNBA history to score 9,000 points, and this is the bucket right here.
29-26, Sparks up by 3. Biggest lead has been 4 for LA. Phoenix's biggest lead 3, so it's been a tight one so far. And let's see, Diana Taurasi looks like that's going to be a continuation.
First off, no excitement on the and one.
Bucket and 1 for Taurasi, and now she is over 9,000 points in her WNBA career.
You know, they always bitch about how people don't watch the WNBA. The announcers are definitely part of it. Like, I couldn't watch that guy for 2 hours talking about that. That was the most exciting, monumental moment in this girl's career, and just
9,000 points.
Okay,
and the bucket goes in.
And 1. I guess she's going to shoot a free throw now, and we're playing.
Who the F wants to watch that?
Right.
It honestly is boring watching it back.
I mean,
it is.
WNBA is to some quite. To people who don't watch it, WNBA is exciting. But the problem is, like you said, I don't want to watch a game with the announcers talking like that. I'd rather just watch it on mute and play music and then watch the game because
you can just tell that guy hates his job. Like, he wanted to call the NBA, and he's like, I took the WNBA job. Here I am.
And now he's been doing it for a couple years. He's like, damn it, I'm stuck here for life.
Right.
And let's be real. Are there, and I'm not saying that only women announcers should call WNBA games, but I'm sure there are some lady announcers out there that would be thrilled to be in this position to be able to call in a more exciting game than that jackass right there.
I'd rather put Fish in there. Fish would call it more exciting, wouldn't you, Fish?
Sure. What if we all get trolled and we find out that that's like the Joe Buck of the WNBA?
He is
I was
Joe
thinking
Buck.
Joe. I was really thinking Joe Buck.
I'm talking Joe Buck in terms of like big name announcers.
Yeah, like he's their greatest announcer.
Yeah, or like Al Michaels.
Do you know who that was, Fish? Because I know you follow announcers pretty closely. Do you know who that was?
I do, but I do not know who that specific person calling the game was. I will look it up, though.
Yeah, look it up and let us know so we can.
Who was it? It was Phoenix? Phoenix WNBA?
Yeah, it was Diana Taurasi's team, whoever she plays for.
Thanks for the great information.
Fish, audition tape right now. What would you sound like on that play? Mute the volume, play it back.
Play that back and mute the volume. Well, let's get Fish's play-by-play on this.
Fish, this is for a big-time job right here.
25 points out of the back. Inside, Diana Taurasi goes inside and 1. And that is going to be a continuation. That's a foul. And congratulations, Diana Taurasi, 9,000 points in the WNBA.
Much better than that asshole that they're paying.
Phoenix, man, damn, 9,000 points from Diana Taurasi. You got freaking the Suns about the 1 game away from the finals.
Yeah.
Phoenix is looking up.
It's literally like 04 repeating again. I
hate it.
When the Shock was killing it, three championship drive turned into 6 championship drive in a real quickness.
Man, we had the Vipers shining at that time too, didn't we?
No, I don't know if the Vipers were still around then.
And the substance abuse checkups in the MLB. This has become a thing, and Corey has got his little conspiracy theory about how they're doing this just to make the game exciting and bring some attention to it. But we have our first ejection for violation. Hector Santiago, pitcher of the Seattle Mariners here.
Maybe there's something that can scrape the baseball and get extra movement, but it would appear that something was untoward in the glove of Hector Santiago, who can't believe it.
We have our first culprit of the new system of checking pitchers. Hector Santiago has been thrown out of the ball game.
He got the evidence.
Yeah, the video didn't show it, but they literally put it in an evidence bag and like sealed it. And I don't know. Is it going to go in the MLB Hall of Fame? Who the hell knows what's going to happen with this? Let's give the guy his glove back.
He's an example. They used him as an example.
Just let him pitch.
And Tigers now 34-44 after getting a 2-1 win over the Houston Astros yesterday. And here is the game winner right here in the 10th.
He bunts it. Baду on the charge. He is safe. And the Tigers win it on a suicide squeeze. Wow.
I love Matt Shepard, but that was not a suicide squeeze. That's what we call a safety squeeze. The difference between a suicide and a safety is a suicide is the guy from third is stealing no matter what. Safety squeeze, you wait till the ball is bunted, then you start running.
So he was safe on that one either way.
He was safe either way, but, you know, it was not a suicide squeeze. Suicide squeeze are very exciting, too, but there's a lot of pressure on the batter to get that ball down because that guy's coming whether you hit it or not.
Baду diving to home plate, though. Game winner like that. It's the way we go out right there.
Hell yeah, love those head first slides.
And now we go off to Paige, our Central Michigan expert. How's the internship been, by the way, Paige?
Really good, thank you.
Let's see what we got to add to the news segment right now.
Thank you. So I've been covering a lot of gymnastics lately because a lot of it has been happening. I covered the U.S. Gymnastics Classics, the U.S. Gymnastics Nationals, and now this past weekend were the U.S. Gymnastics Trials. The trials were a 2-day event, and by the first day, Simone Biles was the leader in all the scoring. And by no surprise to anyone, Simone Biles came in first with an all-around score of 118.98 points. Now, she's the first woman to win the U.S. Olympic trials, not only twice, but twice in a row, back-to-back. And she has not lost an event since 2013, when she was just 16 years old, which is absolutely insane. No surprise to anyone that she won these trials as well. And Biles actually started her floor routine with 2 moves that were named completely after her. Let's take a look at these two tricks that she did here.
We'll see it in the second pass.
So
absolutely
crazy.
Insane for that first one.
And she's old for a gymnast, too, right now? Like, aren't gymnasts usually like 16, 18, 19?
Yeah, her first Olympic trials, she was in the 16 age range, so she was really young. But, I mean, if she's still doing stuff and the first person to be doing it, I don't know how many years she has left, but I don't know if she'll get to the next Olympics. I know they're kind of a long time, there's a long time period in between them, but she's still, I think, at the top of her game and then at the top of all Olympic gymnast games, and she has 4 Olympic medals, gold medals. She has 5 Olympic medals total, but she wants to beat the record of how many Olympic medals gymnasts have, which is 7. So she's trying to break that 7-medal record. She's at 4, so she's hoping that at this Olympics she can either beat or tie.
Who's got the 7? Is it still Nadia Comaneci?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yep, she's the only one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that chick was amazing, too.
Yeah,
July 23rd.
Yeah, we're all excited.
Stick always says that you could do this, you could do that, you could be easy in a fight. I want to see you recreate that.
I could do a cartwheel. That's about the best I can do. I'm a 6'4" guy doing a cartwheel. It's something to be seen.
Yeah, she's very teeny. She's 4'8".
She's having like I hope this is the right comparison. She's kind of like in the Michael Phelps category, where it's just like, you know what? I'm just so damn dominant. Let me just go do one more, and then after that, all right, maybe I'll leave. You know, if I've still got it, I'll come back and wipe the floor with you guys again. But it's
It's been an issue with scoring. Like, she's been doing these tricks that are so difficult that they don't know how to score it, because if somebody else, like, she will do it, her points are so high, she's so far above these other people, it's like, how do I score someone who's so good and it's doing something that's so different? Seriously, so it's been a real issue. I'm trying to get the difficulty level, and now that it's being raised, scoring is all different in gymnastics. Everything is changing with her breaking these barriers and breaking these new records.
That's crazy.
You can't do a cartwheel.
Bull, do you want me to do a cartwheel on set right now?
You can't do a cartwheel.
I can do a cartwheel, man.
Just make sure. Just make sure you put your wallet up, because remember last time somebody did a backflip in here.
And Matt sent all his information to everybody at the network.
I was gonna say, if George Bell did a with a backflip back there, back there, then stick into a cartwheel right now.
I'll break my neck if I try to do a backflip. A
Well,
cartwheel,
no,
I'll do.
I didn't say you had. I'm just saying if George Bell did a backflip back there, there's definitely enough space for you to do a cartwheel.
Listen, let's get to Jeff's trending stories, and we'll talk about that. Then maybe I'll do a cartwheel later. I'm not doing one on the show.
All right, today on What's Trending with Jeff, we got good old classic New York Knick Carmelo Anthony video. He was in a wax museum back when he was on the Knicks, and he's just messing with people. Obviously, people are scared in a wax museum. Everyone looks real until they scare the living crap out of you. And Carmelo is he's having a laugh out of it. He does do a couple people in this museum, but
What are you doing if that happened to you, Jeff?
Honestly, I don't know. I would probably swing on sight. I mean, that scared the crap out of me.
I love those videos when the guy like pops out of the trash can. The guy just like clocks him, and he goes.
And then you realize it's like one of your childhood like idols in Carmelo. So maybe I don't know how I'd feel. But the second one we got, Fish would like this. It's at a cricket game, in Europe. I don't know. I've never been to a cricket game. I don't really watch cricket, but I don't know what happens. But this guy.
He's all of us.
He was feeling himself. Either his wife or some random woman leaning over, and he just went full infant on her and just started sucking. I don't know.
And it looks like he's drinking out of a toddler cup too,
Yeah,
like at the
exactly.
very beginning, like a sippy cup.
I mean, if
That's
this
his milk cup.
If this is what's on, if this is what's on cricket, we'll be tuning in.
Yeah.
All right,
Is this why you like cricket so much, Fish?
No, but there's a lot of lulls in cricket because it's similar to baseball. They throw the ball, they walk around a little, so they pan to the crowd, and they shout Sky Sports, but they pan to the crowd, and that's what they picked up. They just pan to the crowd. They try to find crazy moments. You'll see people in goofy hats. They'll pan them, or they'll talk about a kid, and they'll commentate it too. They'll say, "Ooh, that's a nice mud pie he's got."
What's a mud pie?
It's entertaining. It got me into it.
Just
so
food
it
that
worked.
they not that specific food, but they just talk about people eating.
Okay.
Or
Best
whatever,
part about
because
it
it's-
is he's a
it's
Middlesex fan.
Yes.
The pun there. It's
He's
amazing.
a public sex fan too, apparently.
Cricket after dark.
Yeah, but that's all for today.
All right. Well, thank you,
That was
Jeff.
a day game, by the way.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you, Jeff, for coming on with that every day. We got Jeff's trending news along with Paige contributing to Joey's news on Monday and Tuesdays. So thank you guys for being a part of the conversation. Coming up next on Friday, we sent Joey to Jobby Nooner and then never heard from him. Dude, you got stranded, right?
Yeah, honestly, it was probably like 10 and a half hours. But 10 and a half months is all you need for a hands-on HVAC program. So I got to give a quick shout-out to northwesterntech.edu. That's the website you got to go check out right now because it's just life-changing for you. If you're thinking about a new career, the heating and cooling industry is booming. It's always going to be booming. There's no robots that can replace this industry here. So check them out right now. Visit northwesterntech.edu.
Hey, guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
All right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day, right here on the hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning, being a part of the conversation. Some great things going on today in the chat. And on Friday, we sent Joey out to Jobby Nooner. He left at 6 a.m. on Z-Man's boat. And if you don't know who Z-Man is, he's Mr. Jobby Nooner. Like, his boat is the epicenter of all the parties that go on Gull Island. So Joey goes out there at 6 a.m. We're expecting him to do some call-ins and whatnot and, some video checks. Obviously, no service. You can only call. We didn't get video. And Joey, you ended up being stranded at Jobby Nooner. You were planning on leaving at like 1 o'clock. You were there till what time?
Yeah, I actually even had some inspections for my home that I had to miss because I was stranded out there until probably 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Ooh. 5 o'clock. So you were out there almost 11 hours.
Yes.
I'm getting texts from Joey. Bro, these people are not leaving. And I'm just, part of me's feeling bad. But part of me is also just dying inside, picturing Joey and Choff just on the boat like, come on, guys, let's go. Come on, guys.
I mean, listen, we made the best out of it. We were out there partying, giving shots of 8 Mile vodka, so we were having a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. But it was pouring. It was the worst year of Jobby Nooner in the world. It was pouring rain. People were hiding inside of their boats the entire time. The sun came out for a little bit. It cleaned up a little bit, cleared up. So we were out there emceeing, DJing, having some fun. But, man, this year of Jobby Nooner was just way different than what I remember.
Well, if you want to see Joey's experience, you made like a little video, right?
Yeah, Choff made a nice little edit here to showcase the best from Jobby Nooner 2021.
Live right now from the Jobby Nooner!
So you guys had some fun.
Oh, I'm not saying I didn't have fun. It just wasn't worth 11 hours of fun. That's the only complaint I got.
Yeah, if you packed 11 hours into that 45-second video, yeah, there must have been some downtime. Man, did you guys bring food with you or anything?
Nope. Thankfully, one of the people on the other boat knew me from years back, and they had a little baby grill out there, so they were giving us some hot dogs a couple hours later.
Who don't you know?
Dude, honestly, this entire experience, like, it was so much fun, but last year with Jobby getting canceled, I'm sure it still went down.
Oh, last year was still nuts.
I miss a real Jobby Nooner.
Right.
So bad. I miss it.
I miss a real Jobby Nooner. I miss a real opening day. I miss a real St. Patrick's Day. Like, those are the three things that I've really missed party-wise throughout the entire pandemic. Like, the fact that I haven't been able to have a St. Patrick's Day in 2 years is just devastating.
You know, I just realized, too.
No opening day. I mean, our opening day party was pretty fun this year.
We were opening day.
Well, yeah, that's it. We were the only opening day party.
Yeah, but outside of our place, I mean, it was pretty dead everywhere else.
Yep. Yeah. So
but, you know, I just realized today's the Detroit Fireworks, ain't it?
Yes.
And it's another event.
Yep.
Another event that's just so quiet.
Yeah, and they're not on the Detroit River either.
So what?
They're going to be on Lake St. Clair and like Metro
the East Side
Park.
Fireworks now?
Yep. But they're still going to be on TV. They're still going to show them on TV, but no public. It's not open to the public. Nobody's allowed to be there. It's going to be, I believe, on Metro Beach. And I wonder why they're not doing them on the Detroit River.
Because they know people will go out there and they don't want that.
Okay.
So they're like, let's put it somewhere remote, but still on the river to where no one will know where the hell we are.
That's
a
good point, Fish.
Or you know, I'm just going to be, I'm going to hate to say this. Because y'all acting so damn stupid downtown. They got to keep the death toll down and the fight crime down.
Yeah.
Everybody, oh my God, as soon as everything opened back up, everybody showed their complete ass downtown.
Greektown.
Man, Greektown is looking like UFC 236.
That's the one thing about fireworks downtown. You don't know if those are fireworks or gunshots, but either way, get the hell out the way. Yeah. But yeah, fireworks are happening tonight. You can watch them on TV. They're supposed to start after 10 o'clock.
Listen, who the hell wants to watch fireworks on TV?
Old people.
Like, come on. Fireworks on... Watching videos of fireworks has got to be the most boring thing in the world.
Right.
I hate it so much.
For anybody who lives on Lake St. Clair, you're going to get a pretty nice show tonight. Maybe we should go to Zago's house and sit out on his porch and watch.
So what are they going to do? Make everybody with their boats get off the lake?
No, I mean, those people will be fine, but they're not opening up the park. You can't go into the park to watch.
Damn.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Totally
fireworks
different.
tonight. That's another thing that we're missing out on.
Yep. But listen, Jobby Nooner 2021 wasn't the same, but for Raft Off, man, we're going back there. We're going crazy. We need to.
Nice. You're talking to Z-Man about Raft Off already?
Yeah, man. We need to. Just everybody out there, like you could tell, they were just happy to be out there. Even though it was raining, it was still a good time.
That boating culture is, very similar, like we discussed on the show over the weekend. Very similar to the RV culture. Like, your family. That's it. You're always together. You're doing fun things and taking care of each other. So, Jobby Nooner, hopefully 2022 is better, but Joey was out there. I'm glad you went, though. Even though it wasn't the best time, it's still awesome to have those memories.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I got to keep everybody warm with some 8 Mile vodka, so that was the big difference.
Yep. So there you go. Pick up 8 Mile vodka today in any Meijer store, or just ask for it at your local bar. When we come back, we got Fish and his facts on the Woodward Sports Network.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys.
Is it time? Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish. Fish facts.
It's fish!
All right, Mr. Fish, you ready for your facts?
Sure.
Let's roll.
We have a video today.
You sound as excited as that damn announcer. Come on, you excited, Fish?
I just said sure.
Don't let him break you down, Fish.
Boycott the segment. We have a video today, and I was going to either go probably with the Blues game yesterday, but instead, before going to bed, I found this. Corey Woods, this is for you. This is a wrestling gender reveal that happened, I guess, over the weekend.
Yes, I remember this.
And, you've seen this?
I didn't see this, but I heard about it.
So this is what happened. We got the pink guy on the top and the blue guy. Now they're just standing there. And then soon, another tone on the fight.
Huh?
I'm so confused what's going on
right now. And the ref's
right
coming
now.
in there.
Why is his head on his nuts?
It's just...
They were trying to make it a wrestling match, but they were also making it where the people wouldn't know who won.
That's got to be the that's the absolute worst gender reveal I've seen.
Which is a girl. So it's a girl. Yay.
But wait, were those the parents wrestling?
No. They were
Were
just
they
random
paid actors?
They were just random people from probably friends.
I'm confused. Is it a gay couple that's having a kid?
They were probably friends that said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna dress up in a pink tutu and some pink and blue, whatever."
Corey, explain wrestling to me.
And it's a dude in a pink.
The guy had a chair, so they knew what they were doing in wrestling terms.
You know what? On behalf of wrestling fans, I don't know what the F that was. If they were just, playing around and then boom, 1, 2, 3, oh, it's a girl, yay! But to Joey's point, why in the hell was his head right between the dude's crotch like that? I was just kind of thrown off from that point on. That was weird.
So it was a girl, right?
It was a girl, but they obviously had to make it so that the people didn't know.
But
the blue guy could have been 350 and the pink guy could have been 110, and the pink guy obviously would get his ass beat, so they had to make it somewhat.
And that's one of those.
There were so many different ways they could have scripted.
You could do the baseball bat where you hit the ball. You could have done the pop the balloon.
Can we just put an end to these gender reveals? Like
some of them are dope.
Is this
Some of
it?
them are dope.
I think we're past the mark of any of them being. I haven't seen an awesome one in like 5 years.
Hey, hold on. We got to chill in the gender reveals because those are clients for me on the weekends.
Okay.
Oh, can we do more gender reveals for Corey? But honestly, what are we doing here?
I don't. Yeah, they're just stupid.
What's the coolest one you've shot?
Each one I get paid at.
I'll start this off. One of my friends did one. He used to play college basketball. He did it where the basketball was the thing, and he had one of them little hoops, and he went and dunked on his already son that he had. That was like 3 or 4 years old. So he dunked on his kid and laid him out, and then the ball explodes.
All right.
Yeah, those are kind of cool.
Okay, I did. There is one that was. There was a funny one I did do. My friend Monique, her and her husband Alvin, they were doing the gender reveal, and everybody was, they had a little, little thing where you do the confetti.
Oh yeah,
confetti cannons. The mom messed up and pulled it off and revealed it too fast, and everybody was just like. And then I caught the reaction. I'm gonna see if I can still find it. Everybody's reaction was like, "What?" it was just one of those cool things where she popped the confetti too early and revealed it was a girl.
Yeah, if I ever am lucky enough to have a kid, I'm not doing a gender reveal. I just can't.
Are you gonna do once the baby just pops out, you find out the sex?
That's what I want.
Wow.
I don't want to know the sex of my kid till it comes out.
That's crazy.
That's kind of on the tip I'm on. Have the baby shower and get neutral colors. That's what one of my friends did for the baby shower. They had neutral colors, and then they found out the sex when the kid was born.
Yeah, I don't care about what colors you give me or anything.
Yeah, but that's one less
boy will
Instagram
rock
post.
pink.
Stick.
He'll look like Cameron.
That's one less Instagram post, though.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll spare you my stupid fucking gender reveal.
I swear that's why people do this. It's just a social media thing.
Right.
It is.
That is it.
Because you have a gender reveal, then you got the baby shower. Like, what the?
You got the proposal, the engagement photos, the proposal photos. Like, it's just.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I do all of them, but.
Watch, we're going to be at Joey's gender reveal coming up in like 12 months. Because when's your wedding?
2 more months.
Two more months.
Maybe Joey will book me for this one.
There you go. All right, Fish, keep going with your facts. Sorry, we went off the rails with your gender reveal.
No, I like it. That's why I put the video. You guys talk about. We go from wrestling or backyard wrestling to actual indoor stadium basketball, where Chris Middleton looked good last night.
Damn
38
good.
points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 3-pointers, 15 of 26. Second time a Bucks player had 30, 10, 5, and 5 threes in a playoff game. First time was also Chris Middleton.
Man, Corey tried stealing that fact earlier, huh?
Why'd you put Go Clippers on there?
Just like trolling Maz.
I was like, that makes no sense, but okay, now I get it. You're trolling Maz.
Sure, he said the Clippers bet all your money, and then he said that the Jazz would win. They changed it to Clippers, and Jazz won.
Yeah, if you've learned anything, don't listen to Maz.
Put a house on it.
We go to more basketball. We go to a different player who's on the Bucks. Players with 10 plus 30 and 10 games in a single playoff since 1963. Got some big names on that list. Shaquille O'Neal, Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Hakeem who?
Olajuwon.
There you go. Good job, Fish.
Olajuwon.
He wasn't born yet. Let him slide.
No, it's fine. Listen, we got to educate him. Otherwise, he's going to be saying it like that the rest of his life.
I didn't think I did that. Olajuwon.
There you go.
Hakeem
You killed
Olajuwon.
Yeah.
It just looks different when you read it.
Yeah.
We go to most rebounds by a Suns player in a playoff game. This is from Saturday. Charles Barkley with 24, Barkley with 23, and DeAndre Ayton with 22.
Yeah, he was good, man. I'm really impressed with what Ayton's evolved into over the past, even through these playoffs.
Again, I knew the talent was there, especially from where the Suns selected him. But
The number 1 overall.
Yeah, but Chris Paul coming in there changed his whole game, and he's already said it, the best thing that's ever happened to his career.
That's what it is, though. Having a leader like Chris Paul is just going to kind of change up the dynamics of the entire team.
Right.
1988, Mike Tyson sues to break contract with manager Bill Clayton. 1992, Stick, this is for you. The U.S. Dream Team men's basketball team beat Cuba in an exhibition game 133-57.
And that was their closest game of the entire run.
Was it really?
Oh, that Dream Team, I think their average margin of victory was like 50 points. They just rolled everybody.
USA, baby.
We have a birthday today. He is a former quarterback. I believe he still owns a team. 1960, John Elway.
Yeah. Congratulations, John Elway. I don't think he owns the Broncos. He's just the GM.
Oh, GM of the Broncos.
Yep.
So those are the facts. We'll be back for Tuesday. And we got basketball tonight, Suns and Clippers.
Yeah, we also have the first game of the Stanley Cup Finals tonight,
yes, sir.
too.
Canadians Lightning.
Canadians and Lightning, so some hockey going on.
Sean going crazy.
Yeah, Sean's going to come in here decked out today.
Just looked up something real quick. Today, on today's day, in 2017, the Clippers traded Chris Paul to the Rockets. So wouldn't this be sweet? Everything full in circle. He knocks out the Clippers on the day they traded him.
I would love that.
That's awesome. Good find on that. That's awesome.
Let's get into Joey's dumbass of the day.
The Detroit Pistons select Darko Milicic.
World's dumbest criminal.
Well, so much for me calling him savvy because he had no idea where he's on the field.
He causes too many timeouts. It's a technical foul.
Dumbass!
Man, she is now known as Sign Lady.
Oh, what an idiot.
The Tour de France. This is amazing when you see this woman causing some chaos. Just watch the video if you haven't seen it yet. On the left. Oh!
Oh! Look at this. Absolute chaos.
Sheesh.
So she was trying to get, it was a note to her grandparents. And she was just trying to get on TV. She leaned in.
And she got on TV.
And she got on TV forever. And her grandparents are very ashamed.
Clown, clown, clown.
Dude.
So the police are actually looking to find her because they're going to sue her.
They haven't found her?
No,
What'd
I
she
don't
do,
know how.
like run away?
I have no clue. As of like 7 hours ago, I saw a tweet saying she will be sued once the police find her.
For what?
I
Obstruction of traffic?
Freaking murder.
One thing I learned, and I may sound stupid as hell by saying this, did you know that the group of bikes is called a peloton?
Did not know that.
See, I'm the only one who, like,
Really?
yeah. So
Like a group of bikes like riding closely amongst each other?
like in the Tour de France, it's called the peloton.
Damn, that's a smart brand.
That may.
See?
That's genius.
Yeah, good job, Peloton. Smart branding.
Smart branding.
I had no idea. But actually, Alex, play that video back real quick, if you can. And if you look in the top left, it says Peloton in the top left.
Sponsored by Peloton?
No, they're talking about the time that's left. Look at Omi means grandma, by the way, in German, I think it is.
Oh, yeah,
But see at the
Peloton,
very
I see
top,
it.
it says Peloton.
Yeah.
But that's the time for the entire group. Yeah, so.
Dude, that's the craziest part about biking is how close you are to each other. And even when I do my small little Make-A-Wish ride, we're all riding right up on each other. And the first time I did it, I was so scared. Imagine having that many riders
Hell no.
right next to each other. And all it takes is one to go down to cause that chaos
I mean,
there.
listen, if I'm a racer, I'm paying that girl to do this. Get me out ahead as soon as I pass. Like, just knock over a bike and look what happens.
That's dumbass one right there. I got to do this. The floods in Detroit. Dumbass number 2. All those who took their jet skis out during the floods in Detroit. I won't lie. I was kind of jealous I don't have a jet ski because I did want to go out there. But, man, first off, you're probably ruining your jet skis and then your body after the fact.
Ugh.
I hope you don't fall.
Look at this guy.
Freaking sweet.
Dude, can you imagine being this guy? Just, yeah, I was up and down 94. Or is he on the lodge? This is a lodge,
I think
right?
it's the lodge because it's 55 speed limit.
Yeah.
And then his boy recording him.
Fucking white people,
Detroit.
Man. What are you going to do? What a crazy weekend. Do you have the one with the guy in the canoe, too?
There wasn't only white people. It was black people out there on jet skis, too.
On a jet ski, too.
It was just Detroit,
Because
not
of the
white
white
people.
people, though,
Detroit. Right. It took one white person to start it.
Right. Do you have the one with the canoe, Alex?
This is white people.
This is my favorite. That's Grosse Point.
Yeah. Oh, of course, it's Grosse Point, a canoe.
I mean, listen.
Like an old love movie or some shit.
Right. Can you imagine just like drinking your coffee and all of a sudden that goes by your street?
Okay. Morning macchiato.
So, yeah, I mean, we're making the best of it, but our civil engineers get it together. Like, we got to figure out this flooding issue.
So, wait a minute. I got to go drop my car off right now in Dearborn, so I got to take all street, basically, right?
I don't know about anymore.
You should be good now.
No, because we were at Dearborn yesterday, and it wasn't that bad going down.
That was the most randomest thing in the world.
That was funny.
You were in Dearborn yesterday?
Yeah.
For what?
I saw Corey. There's a new Detroit movie, actually, called No Sudden Move. So Corey and I were out there.
I didn't even know he was going to be there.
Yeah, I didn't know either of you were going to be there.
Corey rolling with his camera on his arm. I'm like, Corey Woods, baby, everywhere.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for waking up with us this morning. Hope you have a great Monday. We'll be back on tomorrow from 8 a.m. till 10 a.m. Baligian and Bell is up next with the lovely Terry Foster filling in for Joik Bell. And then, of course, The Hook is on today from 3 to 5. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow.